flu bug, whatever.
Man,
I've been hearing about going around all around. I haven't heard no COVID cases. I heard more flu,
right.
sinus infection. We got some of the crew in the building. How y'all doing tonight? Got perfectly imperfect, complicated expressions. Lil Swag and TYM is also in the building. Our engineer Justin Kicking is in the building. So, man, tonight this is a weird night because everybody's not here.
Right.
So
we gotta hold it down.
Right.
Hold it down.
We got some folks coming in soon. Hopefully, our guest for the evening, Marvin Davis and
we got Marvin Davis. We got
Jason Nelson on the promoters corner.
And Donnie,
the bartender Pancho Rucker
Tsunami.
and Donnie Tsunami. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, how was everybody's Thanksgiving?
It was beautiful.
It was alright. It was alright. I was okay with it.
On your turkey? Since it was.
So I'm gonna say it like this: my regular person who fried my turkey wasn't able to fry my turkey, so I had to go to honey baked ham. I don't know no damn ham. Ham is alright.
Honey baked fire too. I ain't gonna even lie.
But I don't like no honey glaze on my turkey.
Get you some boar's head. That's what the white folks eat. I ain't gonna lie to you. You did. Straight up. They don't look around with their schnooks.
Some Dearborn shoppers.
Yeah, Dearborn.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I can get all the food I wanted, so that was crazy. So man, but
I ain't eat no turkey. I stuffed some chicken breast.
I could deal with that. I could deal with that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, stuffed chicken breast, macaroni, stuffing, corn stuffing.
Yeah.
What? Right. You're right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, hey, I like either or. I ain't gonna spend.
Yeah. It's just it seemed like it came here so quickly because like a few months ago it was like September and August and all these other months, and now we're going to get ready for Christmas.
Yeah, shoot, though, when you blink and wake up, it's gonna be New Year's.
I'll blink twice. It'll be Valentine's. Shoot.
Shout out to all the lovers out there.
I want to say to our sick people, Casses and 16. Get well. True. We're praying for y'all. This is so weird. So we appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And our child will be no us. So yeah. So what you want to do, Joe? You want to?
I mean, it seems like we might as well go ahead and you want to get that smoke break going.
Yeah, let's go ahead for since the fellas in here, for them, let's go ahead and get into a smoke break.
Nice smoke break.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, man. Let's go take a smoke break. Yeah. I say let's go take a smoke break. Line up with you. Let's go take a smoke break. Blow that gas. Can we take a smoke break? Like another. Let's go take a smoke break. I know you think it's a joke. Yeah, I need a smoke break because she's all that I smoke. You get high by standing by me. My contact can have you vibing. Yeah, I need a second to chill before you go with anybody else. Yes, it's loud, but we call it stealth. This high creep up on you, but it also hits your chest. The boys swervy in the cut on the clock, rolling up the past. Yeah, break, but I should get paid for this. It's a conversation still. So pass that motherfucker around. Yeah, smoking till we fried or fired. Let's have a good time. The pub like best friend, so I got it like that. It's just my lifestyle. Let's go take a smoke break. Yeah. I say let's go take a smoke break. Line up with you.
That good smoke. You know that's facts, right?
Let's go take a smoke break.
The plug is my best friend.
Yeah. Can we take a smoke break? Let's go take a smoke break.
What time it is? Wow. Huh? She is. Wow. Here you go, babe. I swear to God. Lame. Bow. Bow. I'm feeling like Tom Brady. Bow. Duh. The plug is my best friend.
Yeah. I said let's go take a smoke break. Line up with you. Let's go take a smoke break. On that gas. Can we take a smoke break? Let's go take a smoke break.
Spanish, kahit hindi tanungin kita sa image. Pag sinimula ng di automatic finish. Pushing my music ang business. Pag nasa boost, matik ang menace. Lakas na dating, you feel my presence. Darating sa tamang panahon, need patience. Didn't smoke PSG, 1, 2, 3 ounces. Not greedy, let's break even. Meet up sa 7-Eleven. Pag masyadong mabait, kukunin sa heaven. Just doing my thing while you hating. Haters para sa akin, palihim na fans. They don't stand a chance. Ensayo ng ensayo hanggang my hands. Umaga na aking mga plan. Burdado ang mukha sa laro, delikado. Pag lumapat alam mong delikado. Sagad kahit na dihado. Sige bangon kahit mandapat talo. Burdado ang mukha sa laro, delikado. Pag lumapat alam mong delikado. Sagad kahit na dihado. Sige bangon kahit mandapat talo. Patagal na patagal, nagkakamuwang. Yung iba tumagal, nagkakalawang. Madaming nainis, daming natuwang. Di mabilang na madlang ang nakabang. Kaya galaw sa loko pa pinulido. Nakilala pangalan di apelido. Di mabasa ang galaw baka mahilo. Siguro di matipo dito ang estilo. Di na rin na para pamarisan. Mainit ang laro pinagpawisan. Ang daming sakripisyo di mabilang. Daming natutunan kahit sa laro ay bagong silang. Paano mo ko di makita eh hindi to nagtatago. Ayaw mo ko makita manalo. Madalang makita saglit bigla maglalaho. Papangit trato para sa akin trapo. Burdado ang mukha sa laro delikado. Pag lumapat alam mong delikado. Sagad kahit na dihado. Sige bangon kahit mandapat talo. Burdado ang mukha sa laro delikado. Pag lumapat alam mong delikado. Sagad kahit na dihado. Sige bangon kahit mandapat talo. Burdado ang mukha sa laro delikado. Pag lumapat alam mong delikado. Sagad kahit na dihado. Sige bangon kahit mandapat talo. Burdado ang mukha sa laro delikado.
I was riding through the motherfucking loop. I'm on my shit, little bitch, I'm groovy. I got a bitch that call me daddy and she keep me more than happy. Living out my life like a movie. Stacking, big dog macking. I make chances, nigga, you capping. No entertainment, nigga, no acting. I hit the booth, bust a jug, we acting. You laughing, cause you a goofy. I get paid straight cash all loosely. We independent, straight living, we Gucci. Gas pack rolled up like sushi. Like that jail. I've been chasing the finer things while rolling around strapped up. 6 shot off in my jacket, hoping nobody act up. I'm chasing this money, nigga, don't need no advance. Put that wop in my hand and watch me grow like a plant. Some shit they won't understand, but that's cool. Dream team, white tee, bucket had no juice, but I might slide on some gold just for the pressure. A young nigga going in and I can't let up.
I was riding through the motherfucking loop. Got a call from my motherfucking boo. Came out, ass fat, wearing blue. Damn, I'm feeling all this thunder, Pikachu. Say she want her stomach done, her ass too. But these hating fuck niggas watching moves. I'ma get that shit done, little boo. Cause I keep this 30 on me, so we cool. I was riding through properly, getting domo so sloppily. Need a freak who got wild for me, off the chain like a dog would be. If you brother, then fuck with me. You believe in me, trust with me. You got static, it's up for me. Ain't no talking, don't fuck with me. Niggas talking out they guns, but it's cool, They just talking, they ain't touching, so we cool, fucking fool. Posting stack on the internet, baby mama ain't feeling that. Baby daddy back in town, dummy fool. I was riding through the motherfucking loop, and I was riding, getting head from a free. Yeah, I'm true. I'm getting down. North Heads, yeah, you know that be the team. North Heads, baby girl, she gonna suck da dee dee dee. Da 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 da. Baby free, and she know that I like. She know I like. Yeah, I love the guns, baby. Please don't bite it. Please don't bite it. Why you riding fast, baby? Too excited. Yeah, I like it. Hey, oh yeah. All I'ma say is this: we done talking in motherfucking 2020. All you motherfuckers who didn't believe in the shit, who didn't believe in the dream team, who didn't believe in the North Head brand, fuck y'all niggas. And fuck y'all bitches too, motherfucker. And fuck your friend if they don't believe in it too. And motherfucker, fuck your mama. Yeah, I'm all for the black and proud, but if you ain't for the black and the proud, guess what? Fuck you too. You already know what it is. It's Danny motherfucking G, and I stand on everything. I love Martin Luther King way of life, but I had a dream that I was Malcolm X. Fuck y'all, we taking over for the 2020. North Head shit, dream team shit. Remember that.
Hey, welcome back to Tuesdays Up in Smoke.
On
a Thursday. We up in here. One of our guests is in here, Mr. Jason Nelson. What's going on, sir?
I've been doing a live, the video thing, but I was out in the loop, and then I said, you know what, let me go here and work my way here, and I hopped on the bus, right? And then the bus, I didn't really read it. It was a 24-minute walk. No, from where the last stop. So I felt stupid. I should have just took when perfectly hit me up. I like, maybe that was God trying to help me save some money because I ended up ordering an Uber and Lyft anyway. That's crazy. So I look tired. It's been a long day. Had some good things going on. Had a great interview with an organization. But I also got some good news when it came to my kids.
Okay, what you got going on with the kids? I understand.
But in all seriousness, no, you know, I'm a big advocate for being open and transparent. You know, when I moved back to St. Louis, I was going through a divorce. And I had got married twice in my 20s. My children from my first marriage, I haven't seen them since I dropped them off in 2017. And their mother had got with another guy, you know, and RP to her, she passed away earlier this year. Sorry. And yeah, I'm on the fence about that. I was sad, but then they canceled my child support. Like, well, the Lord do work in mysterious ways. No, I was like, I got a baby by Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, hear me why I got a little bit of a lining left. No, but the thing about it is, what ended up happening is I came back here to reconnect with them, but at the time I didn't know they had moved to another state.
Oh, wow.
So I just recently discovered where they were at under the circumstance, and it's been a very emotional day because I heard my son's voice for the first time this year in like 5 years. And I understand it's going to be some challenges, but I participated in the Father Family Support Center. I go to therapy. I took the parenting classes and things of that nature. So I'm in a way better, like I remember we talked over the summer, you know, and I was like, I knew I was in my transition, but God is good, and it's a lot of awesome things. I got a lot of great business as usual, and you know, I'm just here to be a support man because I love these guys. I'm sad the catch is not here at the moment, but everybody in this room is people that I rock with and I love. So
we appreciate you. Appreciate your support. What you got going on as far as show-wise?
I mean, come on, man. This is Jason Nelson. Focus on the funny, man.
I know, but the people out there don't know, so you gotta let them know what's going on.
No. Actually, according to statistics, outside of Comedy Club is one of the biggest shows when it comes to comedy influence events. According to statistics, me being a socially awkward weird, can I speak on filter here? Yeah. Oh, socially awkward weird nigga. It worked in my favor. It feel weird to say that in front of Justin, though. You know, I don't feel like I'm pandering. But what the thing is, I'm gonna pull out this flyer so I can read out the information because we're here to talk about promotion.
Right.
Which people know when it comes to promoting, I'm probably one of the best. And the reason I say that is because I'm relentless with what I do, but it's genuine and organic. I leave no stone unturned. If you put some chicken in front of me, I eat the gristle. I leave no meat on the bone, and I'm not ashamed of it because I grew up poor. But
I heard that.
What we got going on is Focus on the Funny presents Way Better Wednesdays. The first episode, and I say episode because I've been working in the film content creation space for a while.
Yeah.
Is December 21st. We're at In the Loop, which
Okay.
is In the Loop. And we're on the west side of Delmore, not discrediting the east side of Delmore, just different vibes, you know what I'm saying? Free parking, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it's not the biggest venue, because if you've been to any events, you know we normally pack them out. But it's all glory to God, and it's all organic, it's all genuine. But this concept came because one day I had to accept that, you know, from this time where I was at last year, this time, I'm just doing way better. But it started from the inside work.
Gotcha.
And I'm a big advocate for power and words, even though I do have to remind myself, you know, I vent, you know, if I'm feeling sad, depressed, angry. And I said, you know what, Jason, from here on out, we're going to make way better decisions, have way better responses, way better results. And I'll be 39 in January.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not bringing this shit from the previous decades into my fourth decade of life. And so I was proud of the fact that I've been committed to therapy once a week no matter what. I've been committed to going to church. Everybody got different spiritual identifications. I go to an awesome church with awesome people. They accept me for who I am. Believe me, I done pulled up drunk, so it's all good. And I stay committed to the process. I'm like, damn, I done dropped like 30 pounds since the beginning of this year. My credit score going back up. Not my savings account, but we work on that. And the quality of people I've been able to encounter has evolved. And one thing I had to learn how to do is adjust to each new level, because I say this humbly because we're all on a grind. You can't use the same old tools that got you to one space in your new level. But when you learn new tools, it feels very uncomfortable. So you want to pick up the old tools, but they don't work, and that's part of the transition. So this event is free to the public. That doesn't mean it's free for me. But we're collecting hygiene and toiletries for different organizations. This first one we're doing Every Child's Hope, which used to be called Evangelica, which was one of the 4 group homes I lived in. I went to 13 different schools throughout St. Louis. I know a little bit of everybody in my own way for one reason or another. And then in January we're doing Haven of Grace, which is the maternity shelter. February, Covenant House. If you go down Kings Highway, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. Okay. And then March we're doing Doorways, which provides services for those with HIV, AIDS, and they say housing and relative services, which I'll be walking that campus tomorrow. Gotcha. So that's what I decided from here on out, as best I can, I'm going to use my platform to be a service, which if you know people who know me outside of my quirks and my mishaps, that's what I've always been known for doing. But now I'm doing it with more intention. I'm just trusting God to lead the rest of the way, despite the fact that I'm still a work in progress myself.
Wow, that's what's
and I'll shut up. I'm bad, y'all. But
no,
you have
no,
a question.
no.
You know I'll be ready. I'll be on go mode. I'm
no,
sorry.
that's awesome.
This is the goal.
Yeah, I mean, believe it.
I appreciate but I appreciate the invitation, because Cassius is someone that I hold in high regards, and that don't mean we always agreed or saw eye to eye, but he was consistent, and he never gave up and quit. And what I appreciate about him is he did use his platform just like you.
Yes.
You know, I remember we had sat down and we talked about some things, and the thing about it is like people like us, we do it from the heart, but sometimes that it's good when that energy reciprocated.
Right. It really is.
It really is. And it's not that, I know we have our moments, y'all do our moments. But to me, you one of the top guys too. So I give you a fist bump on that, man.
All right.
Because you came to me, you had to come up out the, when I say out the mud, like you didn't come with like a lot of fanfare and support out the gate. So
yeah,
it's a lot. I see the emotion in your face.
A lot of reinventing, you know.
But you stay committed.
Almost definitely.
So I'm like, if you grinded, then who am I not to grind? And then Cassius, who even though he looks very healthy and young in his own way, what he about 60 something?
Cass will be 60 next year.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, it's like this. My bad, I said 60 something, Cassius. But the thing about it is, for him to be at that stage of his life, and I'm younger than him, and he's still committed. And I remember when people was talking stuff about him behind his back and. Oh, no, it ain't nothing. We ain't got name that. But I'm saying I remember it.
What you saying is the thing that when you get yourself committed to something, you find yourself more dedicated because it's your baby, it's your thing. So you want to make it the best out of anything you do. It's just like raising a child. You're gonna have a child. You want that child to be the best version of you, or the best version of them to represent you.
So let me ask you a question.
All right.
What initially inspired you to take the next step from being just in the audience, then being a performer, to now being one of the biggest names in the city when it comes to creating some of the biggest and best shows?
Well, for me, I started entertainment when I was about 11 years old, so it was already naturally there.
Okay.
Getting in, I was in theater by the time I was 15. So when I started coming out to open mics in 2009, I was very, very impressed. I would run home, start writing every Friday night after I leave Legacy. It was the passion.
So now you at Legacy?
Huh?
You was at Legacy?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Remember Explicit?
Yeah.
Because I started because a lot of people don't realize, comedy-wise, my first open mic I ever did was the Funny Bone. But after that, it was all the poetry spots. And it was with Soul Stage.
Soul Stage with Truth and
yeah.
Explicit. Yeah.
That's how I got that rapport with them.
Yeah.
So that's why I always incorporate poetry organically with my events, because, one, I started off writing poetry, and then I transitioned to comedy. But
Right.
I'm saying that's so funny. The reason I asked that, because I would assume it was Soul Stage.
When we worked at that one place, then we ain't gonna say the name, we talked about a lot of the goals we wanted to do and a lot of the changes. And at the time, I was with a band, helping them out, promoting their name out there. And we used to have a show at Legacy on Thursday night called The Soul Experience. So
Honestly, I remember, you know, like I said, and this not to minimize, but I remember when Brandon Thornton, Explicit, DJ 76 Kid, Marlo White, when I first met him, he was a DJ who DJ Epic now. He used to go by Dwayne Ingram, which was a comedian. So I always respected the poets. To me, the only thing I hate about performing with poets is these motherfuckers be on their own songs like my king, my queen, self-righteous. Then they bring me up there to do my jokes. I'm like, fuck!
Get even my queen, my sister.
Then I'm up here like, this bitch hurt me! They're like, bitch. I'm like, oh, my bad. I speak a different lingo, nigga. I'm saying.
But
So
you know,
when inspired you?
yeah.
Comedy-wise, I was always pretty good, a good writer. It was like a gift that God has given me. I used to be very shy, introverted, and I still am.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, well, I still am. Now I'm learning. They say I may be considered ambivert, which means I could be outgoing, but it drains me. So sometimes I need to go to myself. So that's why people see me in and out. But that's why I learned to be more specific with the way I hit these spots.
Right. I think that's what the difference between Chris and Kaiserrific, because Chris is more reserved, laid back. Kaiserrific is more bold, straightforward. So
Chris sound like the one that give a woman flowers. Kaiserrific sound like the one like, I'm dicking this bitch down. The way you just described it, Jaleel.
basically,
I'm dicking this bitch down, dog.
basically,
Like you like they be like, Chris got me pricked. No, that was Kaiserrific. I'm like, no, Kaiserrific didn't pull out. The way you just made that sound.
Chris made all possible stops. Okay.
But all jokes aside, but I'm been learning to be more open. This year I challenged myself to be more honest and more transparent. And what happens is the quality of relationships and interactions I have with people have increased, but the number of people have decreased. It's so crazy. But it's a blessing. And the answer to your question, bro, and what's your name, bro?
DJ
Joe Barber.
I never met you in person, my bad.
Yeah, you have.
Now I probably was drunk. I'm sorry. So the thing about it, I was. And if anybody got a shot, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, but I'm in a good space too, and I'm celebrating life. I'm so happy, and excited. They like, we ain't gonna get that nigga shot. Please, I'm gonna get one anyway. So the thing about it is, it's not about that. But the thing is like this. What inspired me initially is growing up the way I did. I wanted my voice to be heard. And I believe I was advocating on behalf of people who grew up like me and people who didn't necessarily have the courage and the confidence to say what they did.
Right.
I'm going to tell this to people. Initially, how I had the vision for my company was I attempted suicide in 2009. And I was 25 years old, and I had got this letter from Social Security said if I was dead, my family would get $1,200 a month. And I was working a job, I was making $10 an hour. At the taxes, that's how much I brought home. So I felt like such a negative cloud over people. Right. I said, what if I was dead? They'll get the money. And I said, but I won't be here to ruin people's lives. But when I thought I was dying, I took 9 Tylenol pills and a bottle of Amsterdam, Drank a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which you got one. If you don't mind sharing, it's okay. I'll cash up you. It's okay.
I'm not gonna.
It don't have nothing. No, it's not. No, crazy part is it don't have nothing.
Can't be an accessory.
No, however you perceive it. However you perceive it, because I'm almost 40 years old.
I can't with
I'm in a
y'all.
good space, but it's okay. I'm enjoying myself. I'm in a good day. I'm in a great moment because I've been having a lot of success today. So the thing about it is, you could tell the people who know me all the way they laughing, but it's the thing is like this, is that when I thought I was dying, I realized I didn't want to die. I was just afraid that things would continue as they were, and it's never in a circle. Then I had this epiphany, and a lot of people don't know this, that I had to accept more responsibility for the way I saw things, the way I responded, and it was these 2 kids that inspired me that I worked with in group homes.
Right.
And I don't have a high school diploma, but I articulate myself well. It's a gift that God has given me. And it was this big black kid that was like 6'2", 200-some odd pounds. People would prematurely judge him. And this openly gay white kid. And people didn't want to rock with him. And so I'll deal with whoever people wasn't cool with. Whoever people didn't like, that's the people that I gravitate towards. Because I related to that. And what ended up happening is I had this company, 3 shirt ideas that I created. It was a girl named Nikita Williams who helped me bring on the past at that time. And this is before as much tolerance was created. And it was inspired by what I read in the Bible, though I was an atheist at one point, and said about the prodigal son. Though he was a ways off, his father seen him coming and rejoiced. So the way I interpreted it was the dad seen the son coming home, saw where he was at, and then he worked his way back. He walked with his son. So my thought process is God meet us where we at and go with us the rest of the way. Right. So I'm telling you, when I'm in good space, I'm in good space. So in the same token, it's like this, is that I created these 3 shirts that said, and I'll catch up. He's all good. But is it a cup over there? So the thing about it is, it was these 3 shirts that I created. One said gay, God accepts you. One that says thug, there's hope under God. And one that says small size matter, small steps, big dreams. Sound dope, don't it? I need to bring this shit back out in this era, right?
Right.
But guess what? Back then it was less tolerance. So I said I need to become famous because I actually hate attention, so people will listen to me. So my whole mission, in all honesty, thank you very much, and my whole mission was really create advocacy to challenge people to look beyond the surface when interacting with each other. Right. So even when I look like I'm having these manic moments and I'm talking about all this crazy shit, be honest, some of that shit is on purpose. Right. You know why? Because I'm out here, how people like, I'm in the streets. No, nigga, I really am. Right. But I'm looking at it from a different angle. So I'm really putting myself in a position not to look cute, because all my shit coming out of my pocket. They been at events. I know. No one does bigger events than me, and I know this. And I don't mean this in no disrespectful way. So even my duds are winners. I say this because it was created with a purpose. Right. Now the transition is about me being okay with the middle ground, because I did get divorced twice. So sometimes what happened these last few years, I've been back in St. Louis, where people saw me when I was doing too much, was I was self-sabotaging because my confidence took a hit. Because every time I thought about doing something, I've been on the Billboard, Arrow kind of stuff, but I always think about the 2 women who left me. One I love for sure, but who left me, and they didn't even get to be around to see who I am and what I do now. So I would destroy something just to avoid, because I didn't want to obtain nothing that somebody could take away from me or I could lose, which goes back to my childhood, like living in group homes, growing without my parents, nobody showing up in my visits, spending holidays in the group homes.
Wow.
So even this inspiration behind this, we donate tickets so people can go on outings, and because these nonprofit organizations, they don't get the funding.
Right.
So even it's some niggas who consider real niggas, but I know them when they was doing something else because I grew up in the system. Right. I know how I come off. I know how I look. I mean, I ain't lined up right now, but I know when I step out, I know what the fuck it is. But I learned to use that intentionally. Right. Cause crazy part is that crazy as I talk, ain't no motherfucking bitch gonna ever say I forced her to do nothing or disrespected her. Right.
So,
right.
And I know that I'm saying that's intentional because that's how far in advance I had to think.
Well, yeah, you should.
That's right.
Especially when it comes to that situation. You should think of in advance.
I be thinking, you don't understand. I think so fucking far in advance, it's sick.
Well, okay. Well, what's some advice you would give to some up and coming promoters / comedians?
Don't look at nobody else's journey. Work your path. I would say you know, what's for you is for you. Make an effort to stay, because I went through my stages.
Yeah.
Like I broke out a tennis record for Blueberry Hill last year, and it was standing room only.
Okay.
That's what's up.
No, but I was talking shit. I was talking shit. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause I let the devil take me, because I had that chip on my shoulder, because you know, the divorces and then the shit I went through coming back to St. Louis.
Yeah, it's understandable.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, why these niggas so negative? I came here with love. These niggas made me reintroduce my savage side that I suppressed since I've been off medication. They don't even know that. The crazy part is, I could do something and get away with it legally because of my diagnosis when I was a kid. So the thing about it is this. It's like, but I was talking big boy shit. I was like, look at this. These white people can't even talk shit to me because they making money. And I try to take this event to a black establishment, but niggas be thinking so low-minded.
Right.
And then they put white people on, shout out to Justin, but they be putting white people on a pedestal. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck because I got the numbers.
Well, we all know the right thing.
Yeah.
We are around the same.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that we are trying to break.
Yeah.
The thing is,
It's happening.
You know,
but when you're a trailblazer and you're at the forefront, which I'm standing on the shoulders of those women.
sometimes you have to step back.
But the
Yeah,
thing about it is,
you have to.
I'm standing on the shoulders of those women before me too.
Yeah.
So let's pay homage to. You got the Lil Rock Obamas, you got the Eric Rivers, the Jesse Taylors, the Jaylee Thomases, the Javon Bibbs, Cutting T, who's I don't know if he's still around, but last time I heard he had a stroke. Miss Donna, they call her Miss Funny. Donna Murray, she had her leg amputated. It's people who've done some awesome things. The Arvin Mitchells, Javon Bibbs. It's people who did awesome things. Hot Sauce, Brandon Glover.
Right.
It's an ongoing grind. I'm just standing on their shoulders. I was just a socially awkward weird nigga.
Hey, especially in this day and time, that's something.
Yeah, I know, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, but no, we might need it. Actually.
But it's about balance. Because shit,
But-
you
and
look,
that's something that you
some shit got too weird.
And you have to reintroduce things that people have forgotten or a new crowd of people don't know about.
But that's the beautiful thing about what we do for those who are passionate about it.
Right.
So when I'm saying be yourself, work your lane, don't look at nobody else's journey, even though it's human to think so. But in the movie The Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner, he said, if you build it, they will come. It's true.
Right. It was very true.
And I say this to you because I've been, and the crazy part, I remember when I came to your event, and I didn't even know your crowd was going to be receptive to me because, you know, you got it. It's ladies in there. They're talking some revolutionary, talking about some love stuff, but it's grown folks. I went up there.
That new shit always got something going on.
But it do. So, hey, man, I got to pay homage, dog.
Thank you. Same for you. You know, going to yours. I did your show at your house. And it was ecstatic. Like a lot of crazy things going on, but hell, it was a good ass show.
Crazy, I thought it was normal. You called it crazy. You wasn't no crack, nigga.
So tell me real quickly, for Jason Nelson, how do you get through a day to be you?
That's something, according to my therapist and the notes I'm taking, that's something we're working on. You know why? Because so much of my identity in more recent times and how I got the gratification came from being a performer, producer, promoter. But now I'm looking for true, genuine interactions and relations. And that's something, if I'm being honest, I'm rediscovering. Mm-hmm. Because the Jason that I initially was when I first started, as much as I like to believe that motherfucker here, that nigga dead. Like, wow. I'm just being honest. Like,
I mean, I can relate.
It may sound crazy to say that, but
no, I can relate.
And I don't mean that egotistical.
But sometimes you have to be reborn in order to move forward.
And I think it happens at different layers of our journey. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm about to be 40. Mm-hmm. I'm straight about to be 40 years old. You know, I used to think I was gonna be dead before I was 18. I was banking on it.
Yeah, that's not.
Wow.
That's not a good thing.
That's not.
No, I'm not bragging.
We're all glad you heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the way that my mindset was. It's kind of like when I grew up, I loved McDonald's. And then now I know it's levels. But I remember when I first had Steak and Shake and then Five Guys, Burger Fry, whatever. The quality now, I know it's an upper echelon, but you get introduced to different quality things and it's hard to go back.
You're right.
The biggest challenge is how do you maintain that?
So you telling me now that you've had those upper echelon of burgers, you don't eat at McDonald's every now and then?
Every once in a while, but I feel sad and disappointed.
Why? You got the money, right? You just choose to eat it.
Who said I got the money?
You obviously had the money when you ate it.
I mean, when I went there that day,
That's fine.
But what I'm saying is,
Add the money.
it's kind of like when it came to like anything in life, like when it came to venues, sound quality, video. When it came to women I dealt with, my standards had went up.
Look who we got up on the board.
Who is it?
Hey, what's up, Cass?
What's up, my boy? I showed up in person, Cassius. I'm in person. Think I was gonna see you. I missed you.
Is the sound?
Hold on.
Wait.
hold on.
We can't hear you.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
So, you know, do you feel like now? I know I've been in this seat where I don't feel like I'm the performer anymore. I still perform, but I feel more. I sit on the back end of it.
It's the battle, though, ain't it?
Yeah,
Because the artist, you did all this stuff initially. Well, I did it because I wanted my voice to be authentically heard. But then we push so many people to the forefront, we get pushed to the back, and it's that battle.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I'm blessed with additional partners and teammates so I could be an artist again for once. Because that's initially what I started for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think when you got a calling and God has put something in your heart, you just got to do it. And sometimes that calling that God give us, it ain't easy to accept.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm trying to see.
They trying to figure out the sound, Cash. Can you hear me? Give a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Can you hear us?
So we trying to figure out how we can hear
We
you.
can't hear you.
And thank you for the invitation. God had it already ordained, man.
Please hang up and try this call again.
I feel bad.
Oh no.
I don't like to hurt people.
So yeah, you know,
like to disappoint
yeah, it's very hard being performer and producer, and you know, you trying to battle both because you know, I know for me, I perform, but I don't perform like I used to when I was just a performer.
Because so many facets that you gotta
Yeah,
consider.
yeah. And between the two of us, we put so many people on.
Yeah. Well, people to put me on too, and the people that we work with, everything works hand to hand.
Right.
But I get it when you grind it, you put in your own money, and that don't mean the budget's always the biggest, whatever. But we do what we can.
Right. I think. Oh, can you speak up?
What it do?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asmo on the
I made it, man.
line
You
in
told me
the
to the video, but here in person. Think I was gonna surprise you. That's crazy.
I didn't hear that, Jason. Say that again.
I said I was showing up to surprise you because I was supposed to be doing a video, but I showed up.
Right.
You ain't here, man. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man. I messed around and got hit with that bug, man.
Yeah, it's
I wasn't
going
gonna bring
around,
it there and give it to nobody else, so I just kept my nervous ass at home.
Well, you better than a lot of niggas going around burning people. So you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You're considering people. So let's give a round of applause for that. He don't get nobody else sick.
All right. It's weird not having you here, man.
But he
Alright.
is
Hey,
here.
trust me.
Right here. Yes.
How you feeling though?
Hey, man, look here. I still feel like shit. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. I've been drinking NyQuil so much. I think I'm drunk on NyQuil.
It can happen.
That's how you at home, so ain't no DUI coming.
You know it. I'm gonna drive my ass to the bathroom. That's about as far as I'm going.
Yo, Porter, comedian. Which one is you, man? Come on, man.
You do it all.
I know you from Chicago. Shout out Chi-Town, man. They do it all out there. I can't wait till you take us back to your hometown, man. You know, I'm ready to ride too.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
I'm gonna try to get up there soon.
And I know it's a journey in the grind. We know everything ain't what it appeared to be all times, but I salute you. I was telling them that one of the things I respect about you is because I moved back to St. Louis. I was going through some, you know, real, just like everybody go through some shit. And I remember, I remember the conversation that we had around you, but I remember saying, as best I can recall, that you just got to be consistent, stick with it. And, and you did. Like, to be honest, it's almost 4.5, 5 years in since I met you. And you one of the most prominent names when it comes to your field. So come on, man.
Oh, man. Feel that.
No, I'm just being honest. You always, at least from my experience, you always did good business. You man of your word. If something wasn't right, you find a way to make it right. And you never gave up and quit besides your personal or professional circumstances. And we know how it is, so I'm not trying to make it sound cute. But I'm saluting you. Because
Jason.
When I see you persevere, and I'm crying and whining, because, you know, I think we both express ourselves a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You know it.
But I'm like, if Cassius could do it, then I can fucking do it. And that's how I fucking feel, and that's how I think. So I salute you, and thank you for the invitation on your platform. So,
hey, bro, look here.
one more time, let's clap
Them kudos go both ways, man. Cause I done watch Focus on the Funny grow. You know, you was up here, you was right around the corner from my house up here at this little Elks Club, man,
Yeah.
turning it out.
Yeah.
And it ain't that big, but you pass that bad boy every night you was there. So hey, look here. Focus on the Funny is doing big things, man, and you ain't doing nothing but getting better.
I appreciate it, bro.
So kudos to you, bro,
And
for
shout out
doing
to
what you
you,
do.
Kaiserrific, Marvin Davis, Jesse
Yes.
Taylor, and everybody who do their thing. And shout out to Word Up, all these different entities, regardless of how we, interact. But we challenge each other to be greater. And the
Right.
great part is our audience, our customers, they get better shows because competition is not necessarily a negative thing. It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
guess what? We giving people a lot of bang for their buck. We make sure they have a good time, and we also doing it because we want to make an impact on the people we're around and make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
You get some people
Ain't
faking
nothing wrong with a little constructive competition, man. But when you get in competition with people and it start getting ugly, that's what make the whole thing look ugly, man. You can always have a competition with somebody, but we actually not in competition with nobody, man. We just all out here trying to make it.
That's really what it is.
Right.
And then people getting their moment. That's why I say what advice I give. Don't pay attention to nobody else's journey. So, but I can't wait. I look forward to the day. We all got our things going on. We all done earned each other trust and respect in our own due way. We all put in work. I'm looking for the day when we all collaborate and do some awesome dope shit too. Cause it ain't difficult.
So, is it any question, anything you got particular that you want to ask him?
Yeah, cause I've been, like I said, I've been watching Jason work since I got started, and we got started around the same time. So what is it that you do on a constant basis that has made Focus on the Funny just constantly continue to grow?
Well, allow me 30 seconds max. Maybe 60. Well, it all goes into, I tap into who I truly am and where I'm from and the things I experienced. So I started performing in 2008. Left St. Louis, started on my car, only $10, 2011. Started producing, promoting shows and events, 2014. Started traveling 2015. Started my company 2016. Came back 2018. And I had to take a lot of hits when I came back to St. Louis because I was a little bit more progressive in my thinking because of the work I did. I worked in a nonprofit. Most people never knew I had a regular job because I never promoted it. So the difference is I'm so well-rounded in all honesty. I don't pander. I don't kiss ass. But I grew up around people from all walks of life, and I worked with people from all walks of life. And so that gave me an advantage mentally and emotionally as well as community-wise. One of my Achilles' heels is because I care about us. And what I mean by us, not saying it's a bad thing, but I done put myself at a disadvantage to help people try to get to a higher stand. But when they talk about that crab in a bucket mentality, I never operate out of energy of being a hater. And I would say this. It was times I had remorse. I was like, man, maybe I should be more like those motherfuckers. But by the grace of God, I never quite folded. I have a loyal following. Some people say it's a cult following.
Yeah.
But the reality is I'm just authentically who I am. So if you fuck with me, the good, the bad, the indifferent, you're going to come have a good time. You're going to be respected. Every time I do an event, we walk the women to their cars. And I talk crazy shit on stage about my jokes. But actually, I'm known for being very respectful. I'm just talk very bluntly. So everything about me is how I got to where I'm at. And what I'm learning to do is just continue to love me and accept me. And I'm trying to put that energy back into the universe. So, and another thing is I'm willing to be inspired by other people. So for my partner right here, you, other people, you inspired me.
Thank you.
So, when I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling angry. Come on, you talked about you overcoming addiction. You know what I'm saying? You think that's easy? I know you go through stigmas and everybody, just like me. I actually wasn't a drinker. I mean, I like drinking now, but I didn't like abusing it.
Right.
But the thing about it, I went through it. I was looking bad out here. You saw it sometimes. But crazy part, I was just a nigga with a broken heart who felt lost. But I took whatever I went through. It's a quote by John Lithgow. He said, "You can't spell paint without pain."
Without pain, there it is.
And I read that and I heard it, and not that I want to keep going through certain type of pain, because now I'm at the stage of my life where I'm saying, Jason, it's okay to heal. It's okay to move forward.
Right,
Excuse my
right.
terminology, because I do go to church, but I'm like, man, fuck them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not to disrespect them, but it's kind of like, fuck it. Anybody who didn't fuck with you, it's okay. But now I'm learning how to do it also without the resentment, but that's a challenge.
Right.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It is.
But the crazy part is, I gotta pay respect to people who do show up and support, because if I just focus on those who don't, I'm alienating those who do go out their way. So my thing is, shout out to 50 Cent when he talked about and Get Rich or Die Trying. When the pennies on the ground, everybody else say fuck the pennies. I'll pick up the pennies. I told you when I pick up a piece of chicken, I eat all. Well, you wasn't there at the time. I eat all the meat. I bite the bone. I bite the gristle, cause I grew up with nothing. So that's how I treat life. So you want to know my secret to success is I leave no stone unturned. Instead of just talking to you video, I said, fuck it, I'm going to pull up. I was on a bus. My car gone, bro.
Wow.
I thought you
Man,
were
that's
going to be
respect,
here.
bro.
But the thing about it is, I said, I don't leave no stone unturned. I'm on it all day, every day. I done slept in my car throughout this whole country. I done went through 2 marriages, 2 divorces. I done been assaulted, guns put out on me, all kind of shit. Just based around comedy. I ain't letting my life go down in vain. And that's just what it is. If you want to know the secret to my success is I don't fucking quit or give up. That don't mean I don't think about it. But I've been put too much into this shit and I can't. I grow, I evolve, I make modifications. Justin, though, he done see me at almost every stage on his show between both locations. He probably really want me on here doing my own platform. I know he do. Yeah, all the time.
Come on down to join the team, man.
Yeah, join.
But at the end of the day, that's what it is.
So look here, y'all. I wanted to jump on and say, y'all, thanks for coming, everybody. I see y'all sitting back there. What up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you guys, man.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, I love you guys. I'm feeling like shit. I'm finna jump off of here and take me another big gulp of this NyQuil. And I'll see y'all soon, man. I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the show.
Love you too, man. I mean that, though.
All right, y'all be good.
I want to say it to your face, though. But I love you, man. I appreciate you.
All day, Jason. You keep on doing what you're doing, man, because I follow you. Focused on the Funny has always been one of my favorite platforms. You keep doing it, and one day I'm going to get up there with you, man. We're going to make it happen.
Because I was actually looking to reach out to you for March, so it's all good.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
I got you. Just reach on out there, bro. I got you.
I got you in the next few days, I promise.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, we got Jason Nelson, and we got perfect, complicated expression, eloquently. Everybody's up in here, so we got a great show. So we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back, talk some more, and then we're gonna kick this open mic off. Y'all ready for the open mic?
I didn't know I was doing an open mic, but it's all
Well,
right.
not you, but I'm just saying.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
I think he mean it in a bad way, but that's another story. So, DJ Joe Bar, what you got for us?
Yeah, before you leave, on the way up there, it's going up. Stop, I'm about to rock. Life can hit you hard, but I never ever fold up. I'm after the peak press, no limit soldier. Text me in the streets, you gon' smell my odor. Big photo, I give your ass to God, ho. Proving me a hoe and never be nothing that God wrote. Keep short with the convo, not now, nigga, I owe. Normally I'm serious, rarely you see that I'll joke. 25 out, pokey drugs in the console. Diamonds so bright, you can see it through a blindfold. I'm normally with my bro, or I'm riding solo. My eyes on your lady, quick to make your hoe my hoe. My eyes on your lady. She fly, so you can't blame me. Can't let a nigga try to play me. Can't let a nigga try to play me, no. Oh, I'm up in my 380. 25. Yeah. Riding round town, sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga. Riding round town, sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga. Riding round town, sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga. Yeah. Riding round town, sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga. Yeah. It's the end of the
$100, so I'm about to hit the plug up. He tax me 25 if I get 2, he charge me $4. Hot shit poppin', I don't see nobody stopping me. Sugar, honey, iced tea, these other niggas comedy. Stop, drop, and roll, bitch, I'm on fire. You ain't reppin' 25, holding, you can go now. I'm the quarterback, I got options. Jazzy with the pimp game, call me John Stock. Never catch me sippin', I've been whipping the puss. You ain't 25, these other niggas different from us. You ain't cut like 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 us. See, I've been waking up early trying to get this paper. If your name ain't Benjamin, it ain't about to chase ya. My mama Betty Cracker, get your cake up. Never let a nigga play us. It's only hustlers in our blood. Shit, that's how she raised us. Big bruh out this year, always going up. 25 to life, you know it's us when we rolling up. Everybody saying my line, I feel like I'm the man. 25 to life is going up, you need to hit my hand. Bruh, selling tan, put them in the can. I be goddamn on, come up with a plan.
My eyes on your lady. She fly, so you can't blame me. Can't let a nigga try to play me. Oh, I'm up in my 380.
Yeah, look, riding around town sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga.
Oh, my lady.
Riding around town sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga.
Oh, my lady.
Riding around town sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga.
Oh, my lady.
Riding around town sipping on some brown liquor. Just me and my nigga.
Oh, my lady.
Yeah, mix it with some tea, building up my chi. Ho, want the D, ain't nothing in life free. Grew up in the hood, hooping in the streets. When you outside, you learn how to play for keeps. Riding with my foes, I work a 9 to 5. Took a headshot, I'm just happy to be alive. I learned how to swim after I took a dive. If you don't take a risk, you will never win a prize. 25 to life, 10 toes to the grind. I lay shit down and my nigga ain't make a sign. Then I skipped time, I had to tell my moms. Due to self-defense, I committed a violent crime. I had to settle down and make myself a boss. Headshot trauma, broke conduct of her and lost. I gotta shake it off, cause my mom out here. I gotta survive, I can't have my mom in tears. I put pressure on my peers. I'm stuck in my ways, bitch, we hustle cause we can't survive minimum wage. He ain't cut like us. He ain't been down to the ground and got it up like us. He ain't cut like us. She ain't 25 to life, then you ain't riding with us. It's going up.
Welcome back to Tuesdays Up in Smoke on a Thursday. We sitting here with Jason Nelson talking about some stuff, rapping on during the break. So we was talking about things to give back to let people know, up and coming comedians and promoters. You have anything else you want to let them know?
I think I'm gonna say this, just like when it comes to my process of healing and recovery. And people can proceed as they want to. You just got to be committed, and I'm going to reinforce this word again, be committed to the process. It's kind of like if people choose to be in a marriage. It's a what? Good or bad, rich or poor, sickness or health, for better or worse, to death do apart. I think when it comes to life, when it comes to progression, you have to be willing to be committed to that anyway. The challenge is your flesh versus your spirit. And what I mean by that for me is what we want to see in this lifetime versus the impact we may leave when we transition. Because as a black man, and I ain't saying it's just because it's black, but particularly as black people, I've always thought about 7 to 8 generations after me when I make these moves. That's why I got married. And when I had my children, I was thinking of generations after me, and that's what inspires most of my moves. But a part of me want to see some type of success in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Part of me want to see this one. I feel emotional now. A part of me want to see that my sacrifices weren't in vain. And the same token, shit, Martin Luther King didn't get to see the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. With that being said, though, Martin Luther King wasn't living grimy either.
No. But what I'm saying,
So he enjoyed.
I mean, nobody was perfect. Actually, a more guy who probably lived more righteously.
No, I'm not.
Was Malcolm.
I'm not speaking about all of the.
But I'm saying but we're talking about the total human.
Allegedly,
but we're talking about the total human.
Yeah.
So I'm saying at the core of my heart, the purity aspect of my heart is, what I choose is I think about years after me. Like right now, I'm still on the grind, bro. I've been doing this for 15 years. But you know so crazy? It's some motherfucker come to me like, man, I've been a fan of yours for the last 10 years. I'm like, bitch, I'm washing dishes through a temp agency, nigga. So the thing about what I'm saying is, but you never realize the impact and influence you have in your life just by being you. So that's the battle.
My question to you is that, like, life comes with this. It's not even basically a question. I can't say that. But life comes with ups and downs.
It sure do.
Stigmas
all the time.
Like you say, you're about to be 40.
Well, 39.
You said.
But I'm close to 40 years.
Right, about to be 40. I'm 44.
Well, give it up for him. He look great. We in 40, man. Show us about, man. Do what your skincare, whatever you do. I still break out an acne. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we all do. It's okay. I mean, with that being said, and the advice that I would give to you is just sometimes step back and just be able to embrace the big picture. Like you say, you play chess, right? Or you said that you make moves, 3, 4, 5 generations ahead, steps ahead.
That's what inspires me.
Right, okay. So life is chess. It's not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Checkers, you just it's only so many moves you can make. With chess, there are infinite. You know what I'm saying? Just off one move, there are infinite things that can happen.
I feel you.
So
right.
Like look who showed up versus everybody else who was promoted on the flyer to be here.
Right. Everything happens.
And I wasn't supposed to be live. I wasn't supposed to be live here.
Everything happens for a reason.
I know.
Exactly.
The roles were reversed. Uncle was supposed to be here. You was supposed to be on the
And also as the other people who was considered guests. Yeah. So the thing about it, and those are two people I respect too. I'm just saying. Unfortunately, they didn't show up. So guess who get a little bit more airtime?
Hey.
And I was catching a bus.
But see, everything happens for
a reason.
You made that choice. You made that decision. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's the difference. Once you start taking accountability, whether it was after your divorces or whatever the situation is, once you start taking accountability for the situation, your situations, and what you wanted to do, what you wanted to accomplish, you put focus on that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, secret. I've been on this. The downside is when I say I'm emotional and sensitive, is the fact that I always wanted to experience what true, genuine love was, because I didn't grow up with that. The best way I can identify. So when I got married twice in my 20s, I wanted a family because that's not what I had. And I used to watch people beat on women and cheat on, and I didn't want to be that type of person. So I tried to do something different, but sometimes I was like, damn, I should have been just like the other niggas who treat bitches like they ain't shit. And I don't mean to call women bitches. I'm just talking about the thought process. I'm saying respect out of who we have to the right of. But I'm just saying, like, damn, I was made to look like I was born a lame motherfucker just because I thought long term.
Well, the thing is, what does the particular thought process about you from one particular person when you have multiple people here that, you know what I'm saying, that actually care, that want to see the best for you?
Well, the same token, I also learn this. I like to be attracted to one with too. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only just, externally that stuff go up and down, but internally as well. I get very bored intellectually very easily. But what it is, I'm always an advocate for growth and taking risks. But the thing about it is, that was my Achilles heel because people know that I care. I was told one of my weaknesses is that I care. The reason that some people felt comfortable disrespecting me is because they knew that I cared.
Right.
And what happened was I got to a point where I was like, fuck, I don't care, but that's not my natural nature.
But those are some of the things that come with the role that you play in this business, because you're gonna have people gonna say, "Oh, I love him," and then you have the motherfuckers that gonna say, "I hate him," because they love you really, and they love what you do, but they just mad because they can't do what you do.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's a catch-22 to this life, because I know, like we talked about before, it's hard being who we are in this role because so many things are coming at us at all the time. Joe, I know stuff done came at you before too. When you in a role where you in a situation where like you in a place of predicament where you got one business is you doing well with, and yet you got people that coming at you about other things, So
I'm a barber. That's my main thing. So
right.
I mean, that's just
but,
the way it is. That's life. But it's just life. And I mean, it was in high school, middle school, great. Freaking.
What area did you grow up in?
Huh?
What area did you grow up in?
Northside, North Market in Newstead.
Okay, my grandfather used to have a store off of Newstead in Lexington called Nelson Brother Food Shop.
Yeah.
And he died and passed away in '97. But that's who inspired this. I used to walk around the neighborhood. It was a barbershop.
That was my question. And I asked you who inspired you.
Well, that initially what inspired me because my grandmother. Now, when my grandfather passed and I was of age, my grandmother let me know she was never happy with my grandfather. He had a previous marriage and he had children throughout the South, and it was a different era. She felt like he never protected her like emotionally when it came to his family. But what inspired me initially was I saw black-owned business. I was born in '84, but I remember in that era. Remember the Eddie Malone Parade used to go by Natural Bridge.
Yeah.
So I got exposed. I remember when Julius Davis Library was a MoCan building, and I used to go there, and then I saw when it was built up. When that little store, that's a mobile store, used to be Wendy's before it came to Renter Center or whatever.
Yeah. Wait a minute, where you at?
It's off Natural Bridge in Newstead. It's a little yellow building, but it used to be Wendy's originally.
Yeah.
Just like with Commerce Bank.
You talking about with the old shit with those?
Yeah, I'm
by the Old National.
So
they tore that down.
Yeah, but you talking about that.
But those things inspired me because my grandfather, who was also a toll lodge mason, and what's those guys that ride around Burgundy with the narrow hats with the I can't think of it right
Burgundy.
now. Yeah, and they be doing for the circus. Not the circus, but the Shriners. And so the thing about it was, and then the other side, like a lot of my family, you know what I'm saying, who they were for one reason or another. You know what I'm saying? So it's things I got exposed to. And now some things I didn't want to get into. But the thing about it is that influenced the way I saw life. So even when I came back to St. Louis, the reason why I knew how to pull niggas' cars because it's going to sound bad because I'm not a fighter. I mean, I'm good at taking a hit and getting beat up. But, shout out getting abused. But it's because I know, like, these niggas ain't going to keep that same energy with other people besides they look like themselves.
Right.
That's why I love what Kanye doing. I don't agree with everything he's saying, but
and I'm good. It's funny you mentioned that. That's what I keep telling people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I do agree with some of the stuff he's saying. I just don't know. I don't agree with the way he bringing it off to people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different ways to get your message across.
But it's so courageous. He taking a risk.
Yes, it is. But that was basically my point to what I was trying to convey to you. Is like it's different ways of getting your point across without certain situations.
Way better Wednesdays, man. What are you talking about? Like, I did Toxic Boy Summer. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
I pushed out 20 events between May 27th and September 13th.
Ooh.
Wow.
Between comedy clubs, am I lying? No. Between comedy clubs, theaters, restaurants, bars, shelters. When I tell you when I say it's crazy how people don't know who I am, but I done put a lot of money in people's pockets. It's supposed to be what it is. I know her from a warehouse. Am I lying?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
And when I'm not telling you who I am or what I did, that's crazy. And she was telling me before she was even doing comedy that she's vegan. And I was like, hey, I can give you a vending opportunity. Am I lying? No, you're doing great work and I'm proud of you. But the crazy part is you never know who you're talking to.
Right.
That's true.
But what happened was when I came back to St. Louis, I was going through a divorce. I went through a tough time, bro. I fell into a bad rut, and I became somebody I never would imagine.
Yeah, and I pray that teaching people that you know.
That's intention for me being. You think I'm just saying what I'm saying by coincidence? You don't think I could just say cool shit right now and make me sound cool? I'm just saying. I'm not just.
What makes you feel like the things that you're saying is not cool?
I ain't say they not.
The thing is that the things that you're going through, multiple people they just
know.
Don't say it. They don't bring
Right.
it out. They don't bring it to the forefront.
I know.
So that's the thing is that we understand that people do understand you.
I know.
Understand where you coming from and the things that you're going through. The thing is that there are different ways because as I said before, I have a past as well. The thing is that you have to. If this work for you, kudos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The thing is for me and for I'm pretty sure other people, it's different ways and different avenues of.
And I'm gonna say this, and I say respectfully, if Ken Grant and STL Nene got a plan behind the shit they doing. Y'all need to say that shit. Can y'all please stop that? Cause y'all got kids, and she's a mother. She has children, and I don't agree with everything she say I do. And Kent been in both my homes in both cities, and I put him on stage in Kansas City. I showed him a lot of love. I'm saying this.
I don't know.
No, it's no disrespect to him because I love him, and I know he know my baby mama. So the thing about it is, we know one of the three. So the thing about it is, I'm saying this is that I don't want to no longer be a part of perpetuating negative energy and destroying people. Right. I've been a part of the problem. I'm a work in progress. I don't support it. It's no amount of money or clout or credential that can justify that. We're in a very volatile moment of our lives, and as people of color, we have an opportunity to continue to progress, but they're trying to get us to forget our history and buy into this ignorance in exchange for what appears to be a dollar alike in credibility. And it's not a judgment either. And everything I say it to them too. But I'm saying this because if you are justifying fuck shit, now we're talking about, now people go through tough times and you have your remorse. But I'm talking about if you're intentionally justifying hating on somebody, justifying murder, assault, and rape, which y'all think look different to different people, because some bitches like to be choked. But the thing about it is like, but what I'm saying is, but if you're in the business of supporting destroying someone else in exchange for a gain, I can't fuck with you.
I agree with
right,
you on that.
I agree.
I totally agree with you on that. I don't know what.
And that's not. It's not about them particularly, but I'm talking about what it symbolizes.
Right.
Because it's obvious something ain't right mentally and emotionally with these motherfuckers, and I ain't knocking them. But if that's their plan, then nigga, you need to say that's your plan, cause nigga, I can't justify putting a woman's personal business out on blast like that and destroying her, even though I do know she do. Even though I know she do things too. No. But the crazy part is he older than her, nigga about my age. It's like this. Dog, we all fucked up. We all have a past. I'm tired of reinforcing this negative energy within our community and our families. The comedy gonna be comedy, whatever. I done fucked up shit. And I'm not trying to minimize my shit. And you think I want to turn a new leaf? I knew the moment I turned a new leaf, the most treacherous shit and the most negative shit about me could come out, right? Mm-hmm. But you know what? I said I'm going to trust God with the worst things about me. So when I say this on this platform, it's not targeted at them. People going to decipher it differently. But I'm not interested in downing neither one of them. I want to see them prosper. I want to see them succeed. And I want to see their children that they both have grow with some healthy parents.
Well, let's give an applause.
Real quickly.
Long life and prosperity.
But do we really?
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
Based on what we support and encourage. I used to be one of the most disrespectful people when it came to women on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I hardly ever refer to a woman as a B word in at least a year and a half.
There's most people.
Except on stage.
There are a lot of people that hide behind a computer and become anything that they want to be or do anything that they want to do.
Yeah.
But when they or face to face, physically face to face, it's totally different.
You know what helped me with women?
You know how to stop those type of people?
Wow. Yeah, true.
Computer.
But you know what helped me when it came to women? You know what helped me when it came to women and people? As I started to work on myself and love myself and see value myself, it was very difficult for me to devalue other people. And believe me, it put my comedy in conflict too.
Why so? Or how so?
When we first got introduced to Eminem and Lil Wayne, they was on drugs, right?
Yeah.
At least Eminem for sure. Then Lil Wayne started.
Well, I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne.
When we thought he was his greatest, this nigga was doing drugs.
Right.
Eminem was on drugs. And remember when they got sober, we like, these niggas suck. You might need to go back to
No,
So
you just need to step your game up, pay attention to what they were saying.
Well, whatever the case is, you're right. It wasn't hitting the way it was. But I say that is I had to relearn how to be funny without being inspired by anger, which was a secondary emotion with the hurt.
that's a job right there, so.
And we applaud you for
Yeah.
doing that.
But it's a process.
It is. It is.
But I committed to process. So in this limited time on Earth, I'm just trying to sow a seed.
So Jason, real quickly, we gotta get on to the open mic. But tell us who was all on this show coming up on December 21st.
This particular thing, like I said, is Focus on the Funny LLC presents Way Better Wednesday. Can we all say Way Better Wednesday?
Way Better Wednesday.
And the reason behind it is because it was a declaration I made for myself that from here on out, I was going to make way better decisions, way better responses, seek way better ways of eating. Like even when I see her, she eat vegan. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the glow up too, because you've been doing vegan, right? You vegan. Well, I remember I have been eating less meat. And I still love a cheeseburger. I had one tonight. But I said, from here on out, I'm just going to be making way better stuff. But I was committed to the process. So that's the thing behind that. But this particular lineup, we have Chris Sear, who is one of the most influential people in the comedy scene now. If you only deal with one particular market, you don't know that. But he actually is. He was a person that's not only funny, uniquely funny in his own way, but he pulls strings. We got Renato Mercado, which is my girl. Everybody loves the building. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got Renato Mercado. He's mixed with white and Spanish, but he look Mexican, but he only knows his white side. But he's funny as hell too. Been traveling the country. We been actually traveling and performing with Reggie Cush. Shout out to Reggie Cush. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Doing his thing. Y'all know Reggie Cush, right? Then we got my boy Charles Brooks. He's originally from St. Louis, but he predominantly was exercising his wings and spreading his wings down in Dallas, Texas. And coincidentally, we had a family member mutually saying actually his uncle was somebody who was a father figure to me when I came out of group home, but I didn't know. And then we crossed paths organically. He's funny. And I said, hey, he was like, man, I'm in town. I hit him up, said, hey, man, where you going to be around this time? He coming up to pick up his daughter. Shout out to dads doing what they need to do. And I said, well, I got an event. To be honest, I'll be real with you. I just made this shit up like 2 weeks ago. And then, you know where it came from? The man of the hour, Tommy Dangerfield. First of all, let's show some love to Tommy Dangerfield.
Tommy.
Tommy my boy. Tommy my partner. And the thing about it is, Tommy was looking for stage time in St. Louis. It's just stage time. Stage time. All the work he did. I'm like, why ain't nobody trying to show you some love and breaking no bread, bro? And the crazy part is, it ain't about giving up people a lot of money, but it's like, why you can't make a situation for your partner to get some bread, right? So this is my mission I was doing January through March, but I came up with this whole project initially to show love and pay homage to my partner who coming up from Houston, Texas, so his kids can see their mother, because, you know, he's a single father who raises children. So I came up with an event to come over that way. So, and actually a lot of events I did was for people from the Freedom to Be Funny. Shout out to Reggie Dub. Shout out to a lot of these motherfuckers. A lot of people don't know that. And the thing about it is, so Way Better Wednesday is about making positive contributions to our community, not faking no fronting, organically. And the lineup is Chris Sear, Renato Mercado, Charles Brooks, Tommy Dangerfield, and I hope I'm not offending her when I say this, but Shot a Poet, when we first met a couple years ago, who she's dope as fuck, but we grew up similar. Now, I ain't gonna say exactly the same, and then we're raising items for people in group homes, and we both grew up in them. So that's the inspiration. So everything I do comes from a real inspirational place. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go take a piss. Y'all do what y'all do. Right. And I'm gonna shut up and go eat some free food.
Jason Nelson, everybody. Give it up for Jason Nelson, y'all. So we're about to get into this open mic. Let everybody get up here and do their thing. If you haven't signed up on an open mic, please come see me. But first person we're gonna bring on the open mic is Lil Swag. I'm not.
swag in this motherfucker. Been taking through my area right quick. Can't spell hustle or SCL. I been fuck the city up with this. Fuck your motherfucking ass up. Bitch, you from St. Louis. Where the murders at? We don't play around, cause my niggas keep them stick. Big claim powder, let them off, they let them off. All these niggas out here, they be out here slanging eyes. We don't play around, cause it's our fucking time. All these lame ass niggas wanna knock me off my grind. AK-47, smack 11 Glocks and 9s. This family traumatized. Posted with them guys. It's got dollar after dollar and bottle after bottle. Me and my bros, we all just wanna holler. Bitch, we from St. Louis. Where the murders at? We don't play around, cause my niggas keep them sticks. Please don't play around, cause we will hunt you down. My niggas never play, cause they all let it spray. We smoking on that gas, and we all be super fried. Nigga, we be riding, and my niggas steady slime. All my niggas know that we be really fine. The bro just rolled a fucking 3.5. But bitch, we from St. Louis. Where the murders at? We don't play around, cause my niggas keep them sticks. Click, claim, pow, they let them off, they let them off. Everybody hating, cause they see me making bands. Now I be making bands for all my fucking fans. Now every time they see me, they be calling me a man. Big 223, I'm my ARP. This 762 is gonna knock your head off. Bitch, you from St. Louis. Where the murders at? We don't play around, cause my niggas keep them sticks. Click, claim, pow, they let them off, they let them off. We them fucking boys of our fucking prime. Fuck everybody, I can't trust nobody. Gotta watch your back at both eyes in my city. And you gotta ride around with 4 5s in my city. These streets packed and everybody outside. I told you what the fuck going on, man. Big BWG shit. Let's go.
Go ahead, hit that next one. I can't stop digging. I just can't.
Young third. Young third. Young States Street, y'all baby. I won't play around, cause you know I'm the man. Run around town that they calling me a man. We pull up at the sticks and we all let them hit. There's a man down and it's a homicide. Got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop jigging. I can't stop jigging, I won't stop jigging. I'm turned. Hey nigga, too turned. Down say heat, a friend up on my back. Don't you niggas fuck with me, I'm turned. That niggas too turned. I got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop jigging. I can't stop jigging, I won't stop jigging. I'm turned. My niggas be turned. Let's go. Every day we lit and they can't tell us shit. They try to shut us down, but we still in this bitch. We turned. My niggas be turned. I got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop jigging. I can't stop jigging, I won't stop jigging. I'm turned. I'm too turned. It's your boy Lil Swag and you know I'm swagged out. Lil Swag on the beat, ain't fuck with me, I'm turned. My niggas too turned. Let's turn up, y'all. I got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop jigging. I can't stop jigging, I won't stop jigging. I'm turned. My niggas always turn. Young third. I be making bands, they know I'm the man. Can't no nigga dress like me, I'm turned. Everybody turn. I got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop jigging. I can't stop jigging, I won't stop jigging. I'm turned. Y'all niggas too turned. Hold up in my top and Levi's be my bottom. Fresh J's on with the logo at the bottom. I turn. Everybody turn. I got them jiggers in my system, I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop jigging, I'm turn. Everybody turn. I got them diggers in my system. I can't stop digging. I won't stop digging. I can't stop digging. I'm turned. Everybody turn. Let's go. Man, I told you what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy Lil Swag. Free Lil Bucks, BWG, man. Hey, y'all know I stay swagging this shit out. Let's go. Let's go.
Peace out.
So what you got going on, man?
Well, as y'all know, I got my video. I just dropped the video. My Can't Stop Jigging. So make sure I go run that up. Get that 500 views. I'll drop my last song of the year. And then turn around. I drop another song going New Year's Eve. And that's it. Then yeah, make sure y'all tap in on my swag day. I gotta turn the CD up with that shit. I got a party bus and some more shit. So make sure y'all tap in on my swag day. All right.
Now, first of all, I know we all clap. Let's show some more love for him. Commend you for taking a chance that you are. You sound pretty good for the most part. I know it's things are subjective to people. You know what that means when I say subjective, right?
No.
And that's good. I respect the fact you said that because I didn't mean that to be ignorant. It means everybody going to see things the way that they choose to see it. So everybody don't like everything, but what I commend you about is about your courage and your confidence to pursue your goals and your dreams. Even the way you talking about it, about what you doing, the party bus, the videos and things, that's very courageous. How old are you?
18.
18? Man, going for it. What? You know what? Cause I'm 38, so I'm like 20 years older than you. So I commend you for taking a chance and a risk. You could have been doing anything in the world, and to know that you're here lets me know that you're about your business.
Yes.
Because you could have been doing something else.
Yeah. Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So what I want to commend you for and encourage you to continue to grow, continue to evolve. That means you're going to face uncomfortable situations. If I can give you some advice from one artist to another, and I'm on the grind, like I caught the bus here. So it's been good times, it's been some bad times, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not on no fake front and shit. But what I want to tell you is that venture out your comfort zone. And what I mean by whether it's different parts of St. Louis, different parts of Missouri, different parts of the country. You see somebody got an open mic night in another city or state, just go up, pull up, and do your thing. And sometimes there's going to be people who love it. It's going to be people that like, dang, not listening to me. But if you keep going and then you keep an open mind, you're going to learn things. You're going to be an awesome CEO. You're going to be an awesome artist, but you're going to be a difference maker in your community, your world. And I commend you one more time because all these people here, we salute you, man.
Give it up one time for Lil Swag, y'all. And by the way, give it up for T's Kitchen for providing for the food for the night. She worked hard to do what she do. Next coming up, this is my poetry wife. She just got done hosting my last show of the year, my show, but she's going to come up and do her thing.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, looking at my clock.
Give it up for Perfectly Imperfect.
Wondering if you hit me up. One thing about you and me is our chemistry. Says electrics through my body, baby, please hear me out. I love you with no doubt. Please just.
I was just gonna chill out because I wanted to support and love on all the artists.
She did a great job hosting. Give her applause for
I appreciate it. I don't even know what to do because I was not. It's a lot of points about that one thing.
What's in your heart?
I don't know because I wasn't prepared.
Because you done went through so much stuff and challenges. I don't know how you standing here with this showing support, man.
My phone. I'll do the phone thing.
It's all good.
It's open, Mike. You good?
On top of that, you done persevered through so many different things in the last year and a half alone. I don't know how you do it while still looking good. I don't know how you do it. I want to get beat up.
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't know how you did it. You see me, I be crying.
I don't know. One day at a time. 1 second at a time.
Amen.
Give me 1 second. Because my poetry husband is so disrespectful. I was not.
It is what it is, dear. You know.
Trying to do it.
So, by the way, let everybody know, December 30th, we are, me, Truth, and Cass, with DJ Hot Shit is doing Spit Your Shit Poetry over at Legacy as of the last of 2022. So if you got something to say, you got something to spit, artists, poets, comedians, whoever, please do come out. It is $5, but please come out. We're going to spit our shit and just get on over it. So, you know.
But things cost. So there's nothing wrong with, and you only asked for 5? That's crazy, because you deserve more than that.
Hey, it's appreciation.
But I'm just saying you in general that you deserve the show that you put on. And the thing about it is, but the same token, like, 5 is very reasonable.
Well, you know, I look at it like this. I agree. But people like to eat, and they like to drink when they come out, too. So they got to have enough money to eat and drink, as well as they might want to.
So you're thinking about the whole package, and that shows that you think of other people more than you think of yourself. So, you know,
always.
I salute that.
Just like Perfectly Imperfect.
Okay.
Perfectly Imperfect, everybody.
Thank you.
It'll come back to you.
It's coming. I'm sorry, you guys. Blame it on the poetry husband. Blame it on Kaiserrific. Well, I'm going to start with this. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it. I'm not perfect, but I am worth it. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it. I am perfectly imperfect. Now, some may say, make it make sense. How are you not perfect, but your name is perfectly imperfect? Well, let me explain. I'm not first in line. I'm not second. I may not even be third, but I'm patiently waiting my turn. Praising those that came before me. Because what I realize is, you got to go through to get to. You got to go through them hurts, habits, struggles, shackles that have you bound from becoming the best you. That's my go through. So I'm going to be still like that peace, be still. Because I'm next in line for a miracle. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it. I am perfectly imperfect. Depression, suicidal thoughts, social anxiety, just to name a few. You know, that dark place. Feeling out of place. Lost in space. I have my good and my bad days. My good sometimes outweigh my bad. My bad easily outweigh my good, but I keep putting on this masquerade because I don't want people to see the real me. The one whom I ask God above to set free. But I'm not perfect. But I'm worth it. I am perfectly imperfect. Now, if I bond to you, I'll cling to you. And Jason, some people have an issue with that. But if I cling to you, it just means that I love you. I'm loyal to you. I respect you. I desire you. And I crave you. And I'm not just talking about with no man, sis. I'm talking about with family and friends. Because you're not used to someone like me. Someone that's not really used to getting close. So when I get close, I'll bond to you. I'll cling to you because I love you. I'm loyal to you. I respect you. I desire you. And I crave you. And as I said before, and I'll say it again, you might get tired of hearing me say it, but it is what it is. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it. And I will always remain perfectly imperfect. And that's that piece. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this because, yeah, my anxiety been in overdrive all week. Okay, and like Jason said, I have been through some shit within this past year. Like, it seemed like God was just trying to just take me under, trying to get me to see, wake up to whatever. So, I don't know. But this one is about my dad. So, my heart is aching, indeed it's crushed. I lost my twin, my dad, so now who am I to trust? I was aware in advance of his failing health, but still never was prepared for his death. Missing the way he used to read scriptures to me and sing, but why can't he come back to me like a boomerang? Folks tell me I'm alone but never lonely, but tell me that to this little girl inside of me that's dying slowly. Wide awake, forgetting the days of the week, forgetting to fill my belly with something to eat. This pain I feel isn't for the weak. He became my superhero overnight. Sometimes I could run, someone I could run to for my mental fights. Angry with God, how could you take my daddy so soon? On the verge of a mental breakdown, why you take my daddy so soon? Waking up in tears because reality struck. Fearless child, no wonder I don't believe in luck. And they say time heals all wounds. Shit. Yeah, right. This man helped me create me. I'm doomed. Feel like someone put my life on pause. Press rewind to when daddy was well and now slow it down and press pause. Is this the consequences to my sins I committed? I kneeled down praying for my confessions. This is an out-of-body experience I would wish on my worst enemy if I had one. Can't deal with any more losses. I'm done. Feel like I'm cursed with these L's. Feels like this is hell where I dwell. I know you lived through me, Daddy. I know you gained your wings. I'm not the same anymore. This pain stings. You came into my dreams the same day of your homegoing. Thought you were coming back, but you just kept going and going. High expectations of us writing lyrics together, your voice and my words, daughter-father duel. I love you, and I know you love me in your own way. Irreplaceable Daddy, I adore you in a special way. Driving down the highway, pouring down rain, I see two rainbows forming. Was that you, Daddy, telling me you love me? Take deep breaths, I got you. Even then, I still breathe you, Daddy, because you'll be right there at heaven's gate welcoming me home. I faced obstacles and suffered from time and time again. Full of pain, my daddy was a piece of my heart, my loss, but heaven's gain. That's that piece.
Oh, my God.
And I get into it, like I even got on Facebook, and I know this is open mic, so I don't want to be too long. But I not talk about certain things because I want it to be an encouragement to somebody else. I don't say things to get,
yes,
feel
man.
sorry for me, nothing like that, none of that. I speak to people from the depths of my soul, from the hurt, the pain, the trauma, because I don't know what you're facing. I don't know what you have faced. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know everything that you've been through. So it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to go through whatever you go through. Just get through it. Keep pushing, whatever your circumstances is. So with that, I love you. God bless you. Everybody make it home safe. Don't have no questions.
You got anything going on coming up?
I got February. I got December 22nd here at Tuesdays Up in Smoke on a Thursday. I'll be here. And I don't know. Yeah.
Well, one more time, everybody.
That when I first met her, she was simply just being supportive of the community. And she was coming out showing support. And then I did let her know. I said, be careful, because you're probably going to start thinking people are super woke because they're poets, but there's some sick people. Did I not say that?
You told me.
Yeah. And was I lying?
No.
So the thing about I said,
look.
I know I'm the crazy one, but I'm really gonna be lying though. But the thing about it is that what I appreciate about you is you always continue to be supportive of multiple people, and then I watch you go through different challenges. I watch you perform like a powerful, significant piece in front of your mother where you was talking about you being abused, sexually abused and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that couldn't be easy for either way. That lets me know how awesome your mother is too, not discrediting your own experience. And then, following that, I watched you be supportive while you were in your vehicle because your home got flooded out, right? When all that shit happened. And then you still showing up to events. Then, right after that, when your daddy passed away, and then I was like, what the fuck? Let me shut the fuck up about my shit. And to be honest, that's why when I last time I saw you, when I was at that one particular situation, when I felt so adamant about telling you how I thought and felt about you overall as a human. Just like, you saw my daughter, we was over in Ferguson. You're like, I know her, because you from the South Side, right? So you so nice. Where's the other side to you, too? You went to Roosevelt. We don't want to
I did not go to Roosevelt.
you did?
Don't ever put that out there. No disrespect. No disrespect. But I'm.
You from the South Side, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. The crazy baby mama.
Stop it. I love her.
Everybody do, except me. But the thing about it is, no, she's a good person. But the thing about it, I want to pay respect in that one with your dad, because I am a father, as you know. You see me with my kids, and then most of my issue was, well, because I'm crying about the impact of whether my children really know that or not, and you really confirmed to me, even today was about my children, that, you know what, let me stay focused, stay in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So let's show some love. Come on, man. Come on.
Thank you.
We got some really good talent up in here tonight. We're gonna bring up the next person. She's making her way into the scene. She's doing her thing. We're gonna give it up for complicated expressions.
Okay, all right. I've seen her perform poetry live.
I don't know what you're tripping off for. You're gonna get up and perform anyway.
Husky puppy daddy.
Exactly. He just gonna just take over all this shit tonight, huh? No, this is different. This ain't Chris you seeing tonight. This Kaiserrific, okay? Right. There you go. Okay.
We do book cover folks with funny poetry.
As I prepare myself for my nightly endeavors, I tell myself that, honey, you should never feel as if you're at the bottom of the ladder, because you know that you are constantly climbing to gather your hopes, your dreams, your achievements, all that you hold faith for, those that you know you can make yours if you try. Because there is no winning a race unless you're willing to run or move at a steady pace. Because there will always be obstacles in your way, but all you have to do is move around them and say, good day. So carry on. Find a mirror or a puddle along the way if you must, to take the honor of looking at your reflection to say, I am who I am. Who am I? I am my mother, so beloved. I am my father, R.I.P., but do not bother asking me any questions about him, for I'll have no answers. I am my ancestors. I am my aunts, those above, none below. I am my uncles who I love, even if they walk this earth no more. I am myself. I may be complicated, very complicated, but I express myself. I'm known to be one with complicated expressions to speak, but that's fine by me, because I love and I enjoy my thoughts and my expressions because they come from someone who I love and I love me.
Okay, all right. I ain't seen this side of you. It's amazing. It's crazy.
Okay, well then, let me see if I got this right. You only want you when you want something done for you. Well, did we forget that I exist too? I may be big, but I get cold too, apparently. Who knew? So when I want an arm or two wrapped around me, you ready to hang up, go to bed, call it a night. But that's fine, because as you say goodnight, I'll say goodbye. And watch how fast I can either delete, block, or just ghost your ass in the blink of an eye. I'm just tired of singing lullabies to you, baby boy. I'm ready for a man, one that can take a stand and is focused on his master plan. Call me a beast, because I'm bloodthirsty for life. No, not the time, because I ain't did no crime, so please allow me to live mine happily, peacefully, joyfully. No, not discreetly, because these streets, they're not for me. It's not the lifestyle I seek. I paid attention in class, therefore I walk with it. If you don't like my sass, you can find a door to exit. Because I'm just tired playing games. Said Mario, Mega Man, Zelda, and you know, Uno, spades, because I know how to throw my cards if you get in the whole 9 yards. But I'm still tired of the games and the charades. They're just not for me. I need you to open your eyes to the fullest and see I carry purses, not grudges, because who got time for that? I mean, what I look like following behind you picking up breadcrumbs, because hell, I'm already fat. What, I'm supposed to wobble around trailing in your shadow like Hansel and Gretel trying to collect all your data? I'm good on it. If you're looking for me, you can find me at Walmart, Ross, Rainbow. Hell, it could be $1 on Wish for all I care. Because I look good in whatever I wear. Be it tennis, boots, easy on the stilettos. But still, I guarantee you gonna hear click clack. Because while you battling off everyone that's so eager to follow behind you to figure out what they can use against you, you'll just see me moving forward. While you checking the rear view.
Yes, Lord.
Okay.
So what you got going on coming up?
I have nothing of my own going up. I do have a lot that I'm supporting. I know, let's see. Who can I tell? My goodness. It's nothing of my own. I myself, I do what I love doing. So I support those that deserve my support. So who I see moving forward in life because they're doing what they love for the love of it, just you'll find me.
Have anyone ever told you need to get into broadcasting?
Into who?
Broadcasting, like radio?
Yes, I have been told that. Yes.
She said yes, I've been told that.
Talk radio, so I've been told. Yes, I mean I know I talk a lot, so.
We know that.
It's okay. I love it.
Most of us do.
I mean I admit it. I know I do, so I don't have a problem with it. Hey.
But what I want to say is, this is my first time ever seeing you perform your poetry.
I know.
It was horrible. No, I'm joking. That's a joke.
I'm working on it. I'm
funny.
working on it.
No, she comes to the show the events, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Focus on the funny. That is definitely.
The thing about it is, it was pretty dope. I didn't know you had that going on in you. What I did like about it is because from the information that I do know about you, I say respectfully, is that I remember when you were first, cause you went to Riverview too, right?
Mhm.
We both went to Riverview. Shout out to the greatest
Few times.
school ever in St. Louis County. I'm part of the reason they lost their accreditation.
Yeah. After I graduated,
But
go.
the thing about it is that I remember you, as supportive as you was to people, you were so hard on yourself. And I won't go too deep, but as you say, your performance name is complicated expressions. Which really to me is not that complicated. You tell people what you think and feel. I think they just have a struggle with believing that you mean what you say what you mean. Because even I've been guilty of it. I'm like, man, ain't no way this person that genuine. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it, like, you really believe this shit you say. So, and it's not a bad thing. It's pretty refreshing. And the times I questioned it, I apologize. I mean, we
I
always
don't think you ever had,
find a way
actually.
to come across each other's paths anyway. Because I'll just look up and you'll be there at the show. I'm like, I didn't know you was coming. And this young woman had came to the shows and events. It could be a Lyft, a Uber, or a bus. And she'll pull up and don't even know. Now she don't get home safe. I'm like, what the fuck you leaving? So the thing about it is, I appreciate you for who you are. I think your talent is very dope. I know you try to participate and be supportive to us, even the comedy community, in every art form. You be tagging with people I don't even fucking like. That is crazy. I'm like, you are so supportive. I don't even like this motherfucker.
Sorry.
I'm joking. Well, the thing about it is that I commend you because I remember in those private conversations when you telling me about who you were, where you were at that moment, and the things you had to overcome. And now man, I don't even know if I can go in detail, but now you work multiple jobs, you got your own crib, you live a life on your own terms, and you call yourself a big girl, but it's obvious. And you looking great doing it, so let's show her some love, man. Come on. That's the beautiful thing about St. Louis being so small, man. Because some people say it's a negative, but we all seen each other grow and evolve.
You gon' step behind me like a talent show. Round of applause all around. Ain't no need to boast. Princess of the crew, you can't let me drive the boat. Ride my wave, niggas love me, I just let them float.
Yeah,
hit up my bro like, who is that? I don't know about him, nigga, get back. Cause this Glocky, yeah, got a little kickback. Laying niggas down, making a kickback. Don't you run, don't you call up that dispatch. Why these niggas don't know me, I been there. You gon' shine when you dead, I don't get that. Niggas beef a lot, man, what a bread at.
TYM. Bless.
Dope, turn that shit up.
I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. Yeah, yeah. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. Hey, I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. Setting up the growth, setting up the hole, we gon' cash more, we gon' give a toast. Talking about the days we were broke, ain't never scared to speak on a hoe, ain't scared to put down notes. I'ma get it all, we just finna ball. Whoa. Yeah, I'm standing tall, coming John Wall. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. Hey, I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. We from a different page, feeling like I'm out of range. Yeah, I'm out of space, I won't leave a trace. There's no look behind, I'm running out of time. Now I send a sign, must send me a dollar sign. I won't own a fine, I read between the lines. I'm always trying, it won't stop me but me. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor. Hey, I'ma get this 100, I'ma get this paper, I'ma get this money, we gon' set it on the floor.
Nigga ain't do shit, but they had that fucking hands out. Nigga ain't do shit when I had my fucking hand out. Used to talk about my fit, but I'm sweated out. Yeah, I be doing shows and I bought the fucking fans out. I ain't had no two gold, but at my auntie house. Now I be having niggas that be seeing what your man's about. Man's about. Fast 25, and you know with them guys. My niggas hop out and we hit you with my rhymes. They know I never play, it be in my hometown. I never play, cause you know what I do. Everywhere I go, that's where we turn up bass. Polo be my top and Levi be my bottom. Fresh J's on with the logo at the bottom. I'm stepping out, I'm popping out, you know I'm lit. They ain't help me with nothing, but they had their hands out. Nigga ain't do shit when I had my fucking hand out. Just to talk about my feet, but I'm super swagged out. Now I be doing shows and I bought the fans out. I ain't have nowhere to go but my auntie house. I be having niggas that be seeing what your man's about. Niggas hella fake and they smile in your face. They eat up on your face and they already ate. Y'all wanna loot and niggas turn to snakes. And niggas to the snows and they really cold. That's the real definition of a fucking fake. They ain't help me with nothing, but they had their hands out. Nigga ain't do shit, and I had my hand out.
No, real shit. My bad, go ahead, do my phone.
So what y'all got going? What you got going on? You got one more?
Yeah. My bad, I'm just
Okay,
saying
yeah,
the
okay.
whole thing was just dope from beginning to end.
LFD audio dope.
Dope, turn that shit up.
How can I be king for real? Teach and motivate, it's that creation that's real. Course they gonna hate, elevate my way uphill. The route I'm gonna take, heading to the top, no style, we on the fast rate. How can I
It's that creation that's real. Cause they gonna hate, elevate my way uphill. The route I'm gonna take, heading to the top, no style. We on the 5-star rate. Let go. Hey, I'm on my way. It's back to them days. Thanking God I praise. Feeling so amazed. No, I won't change. I just stay remain. This all star domain of another game. I just got the chop to finish on the op. This how rock we fly until I fell a drop. I can't take a step for real, so nigga fuck a cop. Blending in them nights for real, man, focus, don't get caught. How they selling drugs legal, meaning fuck the law, but they claim it illegal till you got a job. Better keep going, my friend. I pull love a car. Really wish you love my friend. You can't go so far. How can I be kidding for real? Teach and motivate. It's that creation that's real. Cause they gonna hate. Elevate my way uphill. The route I'm gonna take. Heading to the top, no style. We on the 5-star rate. How can I be kidding for real? Teach and motivate. It's that creation that's real. Cause they gonna hate. Elevate my way uphill. The route I'm gonna take. Heading to the top, no style. We on the 5-star rate. Let go.
And for TYM, what's going on, man? What you got going on?
You can find me on YouTube, TYM2 or TYM22, the number 2. And I'll this Saturday coming up, I'm gonna be reading the Bible. And I believe in the Most High.
Amen.
And Israel United Podcast every Saturday at 11. Soldier by Blood. I see my music. But on the YouTube channel, Israel United Podcast. I'm coming here the Thursday coming up, perform again, and I might perform on the show, the Israel United show.
Okay.
With TYM. And yeah, that's it.
It's okay. The more you do this, the better you get. So no, stay up.
No, go ahead.
Well, first and foremost, you might join your partner up there. Show some love, give because it's good to have family support, man. Based on those last 2 songs, I would have booked y'all right there. And the thing about it is, you're going to meet people. People going to try to exploit you, and especially when they feel like you're young and hungry, and that's part of the game. Pay your dues. Continue, and I was telling you this earlier too. Keep a mindset of being an owner. When you say mogul, because it's way more access to information and resources than it was when we were younger. Each generation get more. But those last 2 songs, as a person at least who do comedy shows and incorporate poetry, the reason why I said I would have booked you, not only were they both beautiful, and I felt super inspired. Like I said, I caught the bus here. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone through some tough times, but I felt reinvigorated, motivated. And the reason being is we all different ages, but how old are you?
I'm 26.
Damn, you look young as a motherfucker. What you thinking? I'm gonna say you look too straight. I have some young men though, you know what I'm saying? Like one of y'all been in the trenches a little bit longer than the other. But no, it's all joke. I'm a comedian. Keep in mind when you work with comedians, okay? But even then, 26. When your birthday? You already told me 26 when your birthday. Not the year. I mean, the month.
The month, right. It's in June.
Oh, you're a Gemini. Let me back the fuck away from you. But the thing about it is that, okay, 27 when my 27 is when my perspectives are broad. That's when I start venturing out my comfort zone. And that makes sense, because I was like, man, this motherfucker, if he a teenager, this nigga mature as fuck. Talking about shit. But what I liked about it was the music was great, the melody was great, the lyrics were great between both of you all, and also I'm like I could put them from my audience, even though they talking about robbing and killing people in a little bit, not a lot. They would never know that. Cause believe me, somebody sent me their music. I said, "Do you have anything that don't sound like it's murder?" You know, not because I'm judging anybody for their art form. It's just like when we doing shows and events. Because that energy we put out is reciprocated. So everybody there to laugh. We doing poetry. We gonna be supportive, but it makes it difficult when somebody like, I'm killing motherfuckers. And we like, mother kill. Hey nigga, we here to laugh. So I'm like, damn, I could have put y'all on any one of my shows and events, even despite your expressions. I would have never known the way that you blended in not only the melody and the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So keep an open mind. Continue to meet people. Pray for discernment. And this might feel weird, but do you mind if I say a quick prayer with you? And I ain't no saint, because I'm going to look at porn as soon as I get home.
I can't.
But because I think it's important that your life is covered. But all jokes aside, oh Heavenly Father, we come to you right now. Dear God, we thank you for your love, kindness, and mercy. We have forgiveness for all of our sins. We ask that you position us for you to be glorified in all aspects of life. We pray for these young men lives, dear God, that you continue to protect them, keep them safe, dear God. Continue to use them to be a positive influence for those they're around. Keep them strong in the areas that they're weak in, dear God. And we thank you for creating them with the purpose that you desire for them. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. And however you choose to identify, but let's keep shooting that share positive energy for these young men.
Let's give it up.
Yeah.
I feel like we all like like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in all of us name.
Yeah, I feel you.
Amen.
Go ahead. All right, Sean.
One more time for TYM, everybody. Next, we're going to bring up, she got not one, but not two, but now she got 3 books out. She let herself be known, she let me know who she is. So we're going to give it up for her. She's making her way for Lyrical Thought.
With someone else looking in the mirror, making funny faces. I'm touching my body.
3 books out, y'all. I only have 2 with me tonight because I'm waiting on my copies to come in. But please, as the shirt says, Google me, baby. Lyrical Thoughts of the St. Louis Poet. I'm going to share one from my first book and one from my third. This one I'm sharing because of TYM. It's titled Imagine. Imagine what it must have been like to be Jesus. Aware of your purpose and path at a young age. By 12, you're a wondrous teacher of the gospel, sharing God's promise, love, and lighting salvation's way. Imagine realizing your divinity, telling your followers, before Abraham was, I am. Knowing you are the truth, the light, and the way to the Father, while being privy to the process as you feel God's glorious plan. Imagine being doubted, hunted, and persecuted as you teach love and perform miracles and wonders. Save souls, heal the sick and the afflicted, while feeding multitudes with nothing but God to soothe their hungers. Imagine breaking bread with Judas, all the while knowing of his nefarious plans. Knowing to warn Peter of his denial before the cock crows, yet still allowing your delivery into the enemy's hands. Imagine watching as man turned away from God to pursue their own worldly desires. See, living righteous is not without its temptations, and faith in God's divine promise is required. Imagine enduring earth solely for man's salvation. Imagine having such an unwavering, loving, forgiving heart. Imagine what it must have been like to be Jesus, knowing your path and your purpose from the start. And my next one is just, this room, these folks, everybody here is great, and I just think you'll enjoy this one. This is from my third book. It's titled Bothered. When they say don't bother, do you bother? It's a two-sided, thought-provoking coin. And when I read it in a friend's post on my timeline, I knew it would become a thought-provoking poem. See, one side of the coin says, don't bother, they apparently want to be left alone. They would prefer to suffer in silence with no witness to their bemoans. Don't care, don't bother to care about me, I'm just fine. Don't try to lighten or encourage my mood. Don't try separating me from my misery. Don't try acting like life has given you a clue. A clue about what's happening in my life. A clue about how I must feel. A clue about how to remove me from my suffering. A clue how hard it is to deal. To deal with my lacks and losses, to deal with my hurt and pain. I'm curious why you even bother. I don't see what there is to gain. Well, gain, that's the other side of the coin. You must decide if it's head or tails. See, those who cared and chose to bother are the ones who find it hard to watch another fail. They are the brother's keepers. They bother because they want to help. They bother because they've been there and was bothered by someone else. When the effort to bother is effortless, to bother is simply to care. To bother becomes less of a bother and instead an expression of love being shared. Anything going up? I'm just following you guys around. No, I need to talk to you too. I have my first hosting job in March, so I need your advice because you did an amazing job. And I have my 3 books and, t-shirts and tote bags. I'm a hustler. I got it all.
And also the promoter episodes of people who book events and things of that nature.
Okay.
I don't want to oversell it because of the grind, because people won't make empty promises. I'll tell you, if the budget's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But I'm always thinking long term, and I always, what they say, spin a block. But how long you been doing poetry yourself?
I've always written creatively. I started writing poetry during my breast cancer battle in 2011.
So a little bit over about 11 years.
Yeah. I've always written creatively, though, but poetry became my therapy, my sanity, and then I beat kidney cancer and had quite a few losses. And
different type of cancers?
Yeah.
So you had what kind of cancer first?
Stage 4 breast cancer and then kidney cancer.
Wait, 4?
Yeah.
Only 5 stages, right?
No, there is no 5.
Wait, it's only 4?
Yeah.
Damn, my bad. So you was at the damn.
Yeah.
So what carried you through for that particular circumstance?
Prayer, faith, and poetry, and family.
I'm following the social media. You like he's like.
I just started performing. During the pandemic, I would perform on Instagram, and I don't even know where I got brave and decided to perform first.
You have great voice projection. Your lyrics are great. The way that you have pauses, because like the reason I was able to hit the I'm like the way you written them like bars, punchline. I'm like damn. But you have great stage presence and great voice projection. And I mean, this is me just as a fellow performer. So I would have thought you did. I'm like, well, she's a diamond in the rough. Nobody even knowing her or something like that because you sound dope.
Well, thank you.
And I used to be an atheist, but I do believe in Jesus. And I was questioning it sometimes, and you kind of let me realize that, damn, you sound like you talking about me. You talking about all the people who turn their back on Christ. You know what I'm saying? But encouraging people. But you know, everybody.
Well, that was the purpose of my first book. That's why it's available on Amazon with Kindle free for anybody that has Kindle. Because it was all the things that I wrote to keep me sane and positive. So if it helps or inspires someone else, then I want them to be able to be inspired without having to buy the book. But buy the book, y'all. You know.
Ain't no wrong with buying the book. And now, with that being said, like, cause it's if I show you my notebook and my goals, the next adventure I'm doing besides the Way Better Wednesdays, well, one of the next ventures was Silly and Saved. to the people at my church, which they actually.
You don't always want to take me to church. I have poetry that don't belong in church. Oh, okay.
Because guess what? I wasn't raised in church, and I just committed to going to church this year.
Okay.
I never declared that I was a Christian out loud till like last year while I was high as fuck.
I'm certainly a Christian.
No, I'm saying I never said it out loud till I was high as fuck.
I'm always high as fuck, and I'm a Christian.
Reach people that's regular. We gonna keep it going till we on the time. My fault.
So we're gonna bring up next person. She's been doing her thing on the comedy scene lately. A lot of different.
Yes, sir.
She used to be a majorette in high school. She all grown now. She soaking wet in my pool. She having dreams of me and her.
Trying to tilt this down. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all still woke? Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure y'all with me. Okay. Oh yeah, me too. I got to be at work tomorrow too. 7:30. So I understand. So the past couple of days, I've been going to these open mics, y'all, and I decided to branch out over onto the south side to some different open mics. And every time I went, it just seemed like I was damn near the only black person there. So it's like, once I got here and I got to Wing It Wednesday yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm around my people, because you know how it is with black people. We go somewhere and we the only black person. We just looking like, okay, where the fuck the rest of us at? Like, I know one more of us is going to pop up. So on Tuesday, I let the people know, like, look, I know I'm damn near the only black person here. I come in peace. I'm not going to stab you or rob you. And then I told them I had somebody outside to do that. But for real, Christmas is right around the corner. We're getting really close to Christmas. This month has gone by really fast. And my kids are really excited. And I really like this time of year because this is the time of year where we as parents can blackmail and lie to our children. And they won't ask shit about it. There's nothing that say anything about Christmas like making an 8-year-old child cry. Because he thinks Santa ain't gonna bring him shit if he don't clean up his room. But yeah, I'm just, I just love Christmas. My children love it. And, I told my son, I said, you know what? Santa don't want cookies this year. Santa want tacos left at the table. Santa don't want no damn cookies. Maybe a side of loaded nachos and maybe a special brownie for Santa's imaginary glaucoma. And speaking of children, have you all heard of the new term they got out, the gentle parenting? They got this new shit out called gentle parenting. I've tried gentle parenting, and first I started off sounding like Tabitha Brown, but then I end up sounding like Bernie Mac. It ends like that. But if you don't know what gentle parenting is, pretty much what gentle parenting is, it's just raising children without whooping ass. That's all it is. But I've come up with my own parenting. Now you can feel free to use it. Okay, it's not out yet. I made it up myself. If CPS show up to your door, we never met each other. You did not see me here. My method that I have is called passive parenting. Now, what that is I have 2 boys, one 16 and one 8 years old. And they're typical boys, they fight. They fight all the damn time. So when they start that bullshit, I go in my room, I shut the door, I turn the TV up, and I just let their ass fight. I let their ass fight with the hope that either one of them gonna get tired or one of them gonna knock the other the fuck out. As long as you don't break my shit. I don't care if y'all fight to the death. You better not break my damn lamp. You better not break my lamp. And my 8-year-old, love him to death, but he's bossy as hell.
He's the smallest thing in the apartment, and he's bossy as hell. He gave me a piece of his candy. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet. You gave mama a piece of your candy. That's so sweet, baby. Then he go turn around and tell me, Mommy, you can't eat this before dinner. I'm like, boy, give me this damn candy before I whoop your ass. Hell wrong with you? Go sit down some damn where. Go tell me when I can eat some candy. And then he's autistic. My 8-year-old son is autistic, and we all know, that comes with challenges. His challenges are reading and writing. So along with the school, I've been working with him too and all that. And it's come back to bite me in the ass. Now, I know y'all thinking like, okay, how did it come back to bite you in the ass? Because now he's gotten a little bit too damn good with the reading and writing. This boy up here leaving me angry letters around the apartment every time he's pissed off with me. I'm cleaning up. I find one of the letters. I read the letter, and it says, Dear Mommy, you mean, but can I come to your room? I'm like, what? How you gonna start it off with that and then ask me for something? And then I turned it over on the back, and it said, no candy, in all caps, exclamation points. Like I'm on punishment or something. This little boy something else. I'm telling you. I'm sick of these kids. I love them to death, but I'm sick of them. And my teenager, who in here have teenagers? Anybody? Yeah. Teenagers. Yeah. I want to go back to the terrible twos. I'd rather go back to the terrible twos. These teenage, you know what? These teenage years just be having me looking like, okay, I think I might look good in orange or stripes. I think. I mean, my son, I'm telling you, he be trying me. He be trying me, y'all. But for real, he just, sometimes he does some shit to make me question if he's really mine. Like, seriously. Like, I know we all heard of the term being left, being switched at birth, right? Where, like, in the past, children got switched or whatever, however they got switched. Well, what if it was a way that children could get switched, but in the middle of childhood? Like, I really believe I picked the wrong child up from school one day. Like, seriously, though. And my son, he always talking shit. He's a typical teenager. Smart-ass mouth. That's why I make it my business to tell him at least once a week, son, it's never too late for me to leave you on somebody's damn doorstep. Now, don't worry, I ain't just going to leave you anywhere. I'm going to leave you in a good area, Frontenac, Chesterfield, Brentwood, nice areas. I'll even sit outside the family house and scope them out and make sure it's a good family. I'm going to leave you somewhere good. All right, y'all, that is my time. I'm Ronnie J. Shit. All these open mics. I'm going to. Just out here grinding. I post it on my page consistently. My Facebook page, Ronnie J, RONNI JAY. RONNI JAY. Yeah, Facebook, and then Instagram, comedian Ronnie J. And if you have TikTok, Miss Ronnie Baby.
But comedian, and I know it's uncomfortable. I'm gonna start with the pros. You okay with this?
Yeah.
The pros is you actually do have great your voice projection. It may not seem like that big of a deal, but you have a wonderful voice. 2, you're not overly vulgar. I curse a lot, and even I catch myself when I'm booked by a church. But the thing about it, which I don't normally do that, but you actually are not overly vulgar. You don't curse a lot, and they say in that business, clean equals great. What I appreciate about you as a comedian is that you continue to challenge yourself to venture out your comfort zone. And I know it's not easy. because it's more difficult to be a comedian to me than almost anything else. Because you can say a poem, you say a song, people want to hear it back again, and when you suck, it feels like a long time on that motherfucking mic, don't it?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm watching it.
Be like, woo, how much time I got?
Suck, but you know, I understand as a comedian, I'm watching from a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the part that I'm showing you love is the fact, which everything is showing I love, that you wasn't cursing, you wasn't overly vulgar, which is everybody got their own styles. You transitioned well from as you told one joke and aspect of your life story. You kind of you didn't like me. I know I come all over, but that's a reflection of my personality. But you were very focused. The biggest challenge is I'll say continue to record yourself, audio and video, which it does make us cringe, but continue to do that and study yourself to see what you can continue to do better. And as you continue to develop your lane and what they say, develop your brand, which is a challenge, you'll find your angle. But I see, and I'm not just saying it to be appeasing, I see like a lot of good potential, and I'm normally really good at pointing out people who have the potential to be well because I point them out very well, even when I haven't done it for me. So, voice projection, the more you comfortable you start being a little bit more, interactive with the audience voice, even your body language. You're not overly vulgar. Your stuff is very relatable. And you transition well as you went from one topic to the next. And so my challenge to you is continue to venture out your comfort zone, audio and video record yourself, even though it makes you cringe. And you should do that more than you actually promote. Because the thing about it is, if you risk inviting people out, because that's what people want you to do, you suck, you actually risk them not coming back again.
Yeah.
And as a comedian, we take that crap very serious. Well, some comedians don't, but some of us do.
Let's give it up for Ronnie J.
Yeah, Ronnie J. We got 3 more people on this open mic before we finish up. So we're gonna bring up the next person. She ain't been around in a minute, but we're gonna get her ass up here and do something. Come on, L, comedian.
Why these niggas be hating? Why these niggas be hating? Why these niggas be hating? My chopper go down, yeah, they say I'm Jamaican.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
How y'all doing tonight? Oh, did you queen? Oh, look at that. He trying to queen his way into some pussy. Okay. I'm just playing. No. Oh, but fuck that, Jason. I am vulgar, and you know I'm vulgar, so fuck it. Here y'all go. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all ain't say y'all sleep. I know some people don't left, but y'all better say something. Okay. I ain't been out in a while. I've been going through some shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna have a birthday coming up. 81 never looked good, did it? Black don't crack, baby, unless you smoke the shit. Nah. Huh? No, that's my age. I'm playing, girl. I'm playing. Nah, but real shit. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time. I'm kind of nervous, y'all. I ain't been up here in a minute. But so how many people done any of those New Year's resolutions? Y'all did them? I haven't been doing them because I done had bad, fucked up last years, okay? But I was like, 23, I'm going to do some shit that I ain't done before. I'm not taking dumb shit into the next year. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, motherfuckers blaming shit on God that ain't have shit to do with God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a homegirl. She calls me and says, bitch. And I'm like, what? She says, I just got a letter from the food stamp office. They increased my stamps from $7.25 to $9.30. Ain't got good. Bitch, I don't think that had shit to do with God. Matter of fact, you need to do better with your life. And I'm going to call on people and tell them your boyfriend live with you. I wouldn't do that. I had a homeboy who I went to school with. Now, I'll be 41. So, whenever somebody is my age and they still look good, I'd be like, okay, you look good. I give them their props and stuff. So I say, homeboy, you look good. He was like, yeah, I just beat a murder case. I said, whoa. He said, by the grace of God. I said, no, nigga, you beat it because you killed all the witnesses. You ain't going nowhere near God. The fuck? Shit, and when y'all talk about kids, like I got 4 boys. My oldest is 23. This nigga calls me the other day. He tells me, mama, I cheated on my girlfriend. I said, ew. And he said, and she wasn't even a squirter. Yuck! Like, why would you tell me that? I am not your homeboy. have this little 13-year-old Virgo, this little grown little bastard. So this time of year, I started trying to, replenish myself with herbs and stuff, But I got sick of taking like 5 or 6 different herb capsules every day because you burp, you taste the stuff all day. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the groceries, grab all my herbs, whip them up, capsule them up. Don't ask me how I know how to do this, y'all, okay? I'm always a comedian. So I go ahead. I come in the house with all my herbs and stuff, put them on the plate, start whipping them up and stuff, getting ready to capsule them. He comes in the kitchen and says, Mama, you whipping up Blake Franklin and them. I said, nah, these are herbs. No, these are herbs. He said, show me the fucking game, Ghost. All right, come on. So I show him how to whip up the shit. Now he think he a drug kingpin walking around the house talking about, I got Critnack. No, you have a depressed mama who needs these herbs to settle her brain. The fuck? Then the other day, this motherfucker, it was like 2 days ago, I was playing with him. Hit him gently. He said, don't put your hands on me. Like he swelled up to me. I said, what? He said, I'm calling people. So he just woke up today. Call them motherfuckers. I don't care. The fuck I look like. Anyway, how many single ladies in here? I ain't trying to hit on y'all. I ain't trying to hit on you. I promise. I might look like a dyke. I'm really not. Just on Sundays. But anyway. But you know what I hate? I hate going to the gas station because that's where everybody try to holler at you at the gas station. I just left the gas station. This motherfucker, dudes don't even try to make effort to talk to you no more. They don't ever, hey, beautiful, how you doing? Can I speak to you? No. This dude yelled at me, hey, white glasses. What the fuck? Like, damn. White glasses. You know you hear me, girl. White glasses. What the fuck? I'm like, damn. So I finally, he caught up to me. I'm like, shit, damn it. Ugh. So I started lying. You know how we start lying? Immediately. So I tell him, I said, listen, I'm married. He was like, but white glasses, you know what I'm saying? You pumping your own gas though. And I was like, okay, what I ain't got, my husband ain't always around to pump my gas. He says, well, you know what I'm saying? I said, listen, man, for real, I'm gay. He said, shit, I'm lesbian too, baby. Fuck. So I'm like, all right. Think fast. I was like, I'm celibate. He said, how much you selling that little motherfucker for? I said, listen, real talk, I got a dick. He said, shit, we could work something out with that too. I had to walk away. But anyway, y'all, that's my time. I told y'all I wasn't going to take too much of y'all time. Find me all over the place. You can find me on Facebook, Comedian L, comedian spelled the feminine way, COMEDIENNE, on TikTok and Instagram is L_the_comedian spelled the feminine way. But yep.
What I'll see, at least since the last time I saw you, that you seem to be a little bit more energetic, and I know you had a lot of challenges going with y'all have, and you had some new material too. In the first half of it, you seem a lot more comfortable and confident in what you was doing. Nothing was bad about the last half, but it was free flowing. And I forgot I was watching the old you for a minute. My biggest challenge to you is consistency.
Got you.
All right. Comedian L, everybody. Is everybody cool? I feel the energy's like them got like tired by now. Y'all good?
Like 40 we ain't got too much. We have a half an hour left.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and finish the last two people. Next person comes. She's been doing her thing too. She's just been quiet about it, but she's been doing her thing. So she's gonna come on up and do her thing with us. Miss Eloquent Perfection.
She deserve a crown and a purse. Queen, it's the beginning of a dynasty. I never met a woman that's as fine as she. Me and you, move it in the nude, do it in the living room, sweating up the sheets. It's the thug in me, I like you. Hey, I never met a woman like you. So many things I wanna say and write you. Baby, I'm praying that you tell me I do.
first poem that I'm going to do is called To the Younger Me. It's such a natural instinct for me to say I'm okay, even if I'm not. It's a shame for my subconscious to tell me that I'm all that I've got. Running from opening up to people, causing my own disconnect, but also trying not to be too open because then that leads to stress. I'm just trying to find my balance here. I'm happy. I've came such a long way. As a child, I didn't want to be here, but then something told me to just stay. It's been a difficult journey as I traveled the road to self. I used to think I had to do it all, but one day realized that I needed help. I had to shake the mentality that emotion and expression are weak, because when I don't realize that and bottle it up, I never get any sleep. Baby girl, I swear you're loved, even though the tunnel seems dark, because just when you're ready to give up, that's when you'll find your spark. Spending your time overthinking, comparing others to yourself, so when it comes to confidence, your inner thoughts, they aren't much help. I just wish I could go back and hug you, tell you that you're loved. You have value and purpose, so stop being so stuck. Squeezing yourself into small spaces and crevices wherever you could find. Doubting your own abilities, thinking that you weren't even worth the time. Because if I could go back, I'd make sure you knew that you are unique with your mental design. So don't ever water yourself down, and don't you dare waste your time. Because if I could send a message to the insecure girl who struggled to find her worth, I'd say just you wait. You have what it takes. Because one day, you'll find yourself. That's that piece. All right, now it's time to wake y'all up. I'm finna talk my shit. Everybody done got too tired. Too tired. So this poem is called Deception. You know how you feel like you know a person and y'all vibing for months, and then you wake up one day like, who is this nigga? What happened? So that's what this poem is about. It's some fishy Finding Nemo shit going on. And please believe I'm going to get down to the bikini bottom of it. So if you on bullshit with me, just admit it. Before we crash and burn like Left Eye did Andre's house. Before I beat you at your own game and be Prince yelling game blouses. Because one day things cool. And then the next, they not. 1 minute, you honest as hell. And then you deflecting a lot. So if you on bullshit with me, I need you to leave. Break your lease and go and return my keys. And this is why I'm happy I didn't break you off. I personally need more than just dick in my life to be pleased. So while hoes probably been waiting, dropping down to their knees, I'm keeping my respect. I got class like degrees. Admitted you into my life, now you no longer meet the criteria. Boy, I'm about to make you eat every word cafeteria. Yeah, my birthday in December, but that don't mean you can play reindeer games with me. Cause I get cold on your ass, now you froze. Thought you was finna be a hot boy, now they calling you Mr. Freeze. Cause I got that poison ivy that's robbing you while you sleep. When you bet your eyes, man, you always thinking of me. So play games with me if you want. But baby, just know, I can be TJ, Gretchen, and Spumoni. Playing recess all day, fuck class, no hall pass, put you on a magic school bus, boy, you out of there. Knock you off your feet, nigga, wheelchair, leave you in despair, and like a wheel, boy, I keep a spur. Have you feeling like the clown on the big comfy couch? Now we going back and forth like we cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry, but even Cartoon Network don't have enough network for Professor X to just make me be the girl that you want me to be. So please don't think you get to just talk your shit in peace and I'ma let you. You want to be a dog, but I'ma vet you. I'm on my Dr. Doolittle shit. I'm setting boundaries because you always do little shit. I've had it. You let me know how far you want this to go. Cause fucking with me, shit, I have us both in Tokyo. I ain't stopping and I ain't backing down. You gonna hear me loud and clear even in the next town. So the next time that you step to me and you thinking shit sweet, I'ma toss you a doggy bone so you can have a little treat, bon appetit. You will never get this Scooby snack looking shaggy, trying to solve the mystery of how to get me back. But here's one thing you need to know about this game of life. Once you lose me mentally, you would never get the same me twice. So keep popping off at the mouth really thinking you trill. I don't need to come at you crazy. I can end your whole life without using the sword from Kill Bill. And that's real. I'll be doing poetry for Watch Night Service at New Life Community Church, December 31st at 1919 State Street in East St. Louis.
Okay.
You gonna do that poem there?
No. They ain't gonna know what to do. Huh?
You should come out the night before to spit your shit and spit your shit that night, the night before.
Sound like a plan.
You know what I learned? And
What?
like I said, I just committed to going to church this year, right?
Mhm.
And as I've been going to church, and everybody know, I've been down with bipolar and everything. I go to therapy and shit now. A lot of people are actually, even within the church realm, are learning to, they want to hear authentic things. I know you got to make modifications for us to edit and use the language, but a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel disconnected from their spiritual identification. They feel like they couldn't allow themselves to be human. So you just never know. Never minimize yourself, because believe me, it's some men and women in church who can relate to your message and being on both sides. At one point I felt encouraged, the other point I felt convicted. Like, damn, I wasn't shit. You right. Damn, I would have wasted our time. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Let me do better. I don't even fucking know again. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once again, and I know it sounds like this is a repeated cycle, but as a performer, and then people here who could tell you that too. I mean, great stage person, great voice projection, because a lot of people come off very timid and scared. And when you're a performer, you have to find a way to command the audience attention and take them into your world, even whatever time frame you did. And to me, you did excellent. You did shift the energy, not to minimize nobody else. So I salute you.
Thank you.
You did a lovely job.
Thank you.
We got our bud tender here. Poncho Rucker's in the building, y'all. Give it for Poncho. Last person on open mic. He called himself, he said he's not a poet.
You know, shit just been getting hard. Gotta figure some shit out. Put some shit in motion. We gonna be great. I'm done with all the stress. I'm trying to figure out what's next. I'm trying to cash a check. Might put a fountain around my neck.
What's up? How y'all doing? It's kind of low. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. We in this closet, so we should be. No, I'm just messing. So I'm gonna hit two pieces and share some information. Is that cool? Say cool.
Cool.
All right. I remember once being bound by chains of psychological slavery. You see, I acted upon and I accepted the treatment my cruel master gave me. I acted as a ravenous beast, to say the least. I barked at and attacked everything that came within 50 feet. But whether conscious or unconscious, the fact remains that with all the pain that I caused, things may never be the same. So that's why I must say this now, because it's my conscience that grieves me. So when I say this to you sisters in particular, I need you to believe me. I am sorry. But I am sorry is only a 3-word phrase and nothing more, unless I can effectively express what it is I'm sorry for, and why it is I feel the way that I do, and what led me to do those horrible things I had done to you. Whether I had learned lessons from past transgressions, I still have a debt to pay. So I don't hesitate to say the word that you deserve to hear. From the emotional and figurative and physical black eyes given to you as women, or situations that you were put in as girls that have altered and shaped the way in which you view the world around you, surrounded you and confounded you to passive uncertainty, making you think that you were unworthy to be loved and honored, or that your natural beauty wasn't the standard, and I amended my responsibility to you. And due to feelings of inadequacy, we often compensate and tend to operate with inflated egos, like the evils of exorbitant interest rates incurred from predatory loans that await the trap doors of stores and renter-owned spots dropped in the midst of the blocks that we call home, and the streets that we roam like this stuff is normal. But we won't see the psychosis until the diagnosis is formal, but we ain't got no cash for that. So we will continue to pay by perpetuating the path of pain until rock bottom forces us to turn around and see the scorched ground and every little broken heart piece that resembled the shards of broken glass that lit our ghetto streets. And when we were young and innocent, we just played in it. And sometimes we grow older and our ignorance causes us to stay in it, not understanding that for us there is an existence for deserving, where we are not tied by the lies that happiness equates with a state of hurting. So I'm working to be a better me, so I can be better prepared to approach you with the hopes to grab your hand and go to a dimension where we will be raised to our rightful positions. There you will know you, and I will know me. And we will be the we that we were intended to be, but the journey must start with accountability and a direction to heal. But that deal must first begin with, I'm sorry. That's that piece. So this next one, It's an old one. Before I even say hi to you, it's imperative that you know that my goal isn't simply to lie with you. And I know that this seems much and often known, but I yearn to touch that soft and warm place inside of you. And in no way am I referring to that private part, but the part so private that exists within the corridors of your heart, reserved only for those who deserve to serve within the sanctity of your everyday, observing your essence in every way. Yeah, that's what I desire. And what I desire and who I am are the same. So before you inquire about my name, know that we were first acquainted on a different plane of existence. So before your resistance to this insistence that our conversion was conceived and decreed by a force greater than we, I humbly ask that you please confer with this energy or your inner her about what they both serve and observe, sounding upon the better, eagerly expounding upon the laws of we to the letter, having magnitude and direction like the properties of a vector, enabling me to touch you so deep without my pelvis being covered by the wetness of your nectar. Inhale this truth and breathe more before your eyes have graced the contours of my face. Know that I will feel familiar to you. Like the place you long to be in a dream you must pursue. I will be. Before the inevitable, warm embrace with the tender arms wrapped in place, you will feel me like your own heart beating upon a quickened pace, and thoughts of me causing you to salivate like the craving of a candied apple taste, but with intensity, and its feeling density was meant to be. This is my Penzi and UC Swahili for Black Love. So my name is Ronnie Amin, and I represent a number of organizations. I often talk about Freedom Community Center, but today I'm going to talk about Black Men Build. We are an organization that is encouraging black men to take more responsible roles in our households and our community and transforming to meet this curious moment in history. So we do a lot for, in an effort to serve our community. We have what is called men's circles where black men can come and just talk about the issues that impact their life and have a space to be vulnerable without the fear of somebody else using their vulnerability against us, where they can be supported by other black men. We have Theory Thursdays where we talk about political and social issues with the hopes of getting some sober analysis. And this is a national call, so you can hop on Zoom and just be a part of this learning process. We have what is called the Day of the Nines, where we serve the community in some meaningful way. So we go into the community, man. We may have a community cleanup, neighborhood cleanup, or we may serve food. But this weekend, on the 10th, we're going to have a coat giveaway. We call it the 100 Coats for Kids. So we're giving away brand new coats and winter apparel for kids, free of charge. So we're giving away coats, clothes, toys. We're serving some goodies, some cocoa, and what have you. So this is part of our service, man, because we don't believe that any child should go throughout the season, man, without the proper, appropriate clothing. So we want to help families, man, who are just in need. So if you know somebody who is in need, you know an affected family, you can send them out to Cherokee, right on the corner of Cherokee and Jefferson, Saturday morning from 10 to 1 o'clock. Get a free coat. Also, I will be at, I forgot the name of the place, but it's 3408 California on the 18th. There is what is called Poetry and Brunch. I'll be one of the, yes, we're hosted by and curated by Precious J, a fabulous comedian. So I'll be one of the performers there, and I'll also be performing this Sunday at Better Family Life during their Kwanzaa Expo. They have a Kwanzaa Expo for Saturday and Sunday, but I'll hit the stage Sunday.
Interesting ways, man.
Yeah.
So many different various connect. Crazy, but the guy, Brandon, he goes to the church out of 10.
Yeah.
And we had one of my mentors, obviously, speak highly of you for one reason or another. Where is your poetry genuinely? Because when you spit, it wasn't just like you would just say something sound cool. Like, you mean that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where do yours come from?
Well, I don't, like the brother said, I don't really consider myself a poet. I'm inspired by poets, right? And it's just the expression. There's a lot that we want to say, but we can't just get up on the soapbox on the TV and just talk about issues that impact us, right? We just can't go run up on random people, man, trying to heal people, right? So we go into the spaces where people are open, man, for creativity, artistry, and sometimes just to let go and just be open to new things. So I'm inspired by poets. I'm inspired by artists. I don't call myself a poet because I can't tell you the difference between a stanza and a sonnet. You know what I'm saying? But what I do know is that there's something that I do want to express. Things that I've experienced, things that I've witnessed, and things that I just want to share. And I just want to contribute to the healing of our community. So
The first time I saw you, I think that I saw you, that I recognized I saw you. I think it was Hollywood. You was working the door.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's this tall dude that came out of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? That mean tall people in the artist community.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is like you seem to live every day of your life with a sense of purpose. And if you don't mind me asking if it's not inappropriate, how old are you?
somebody guess. If somebody guess, everybody get one guess. If somebody guess, I'll give them a gift.
47, man.
Huh?
47.
I'm not talking about you. I know you. Sit down somewhere. That's not how old I am anyway. But
But I mean, you still look youthful. But you're just saying. I'm just curious because the reason I'm asking that is because I know we all had different experiences in life.
Yeah.
I think about that one particular moment. We were sitting at the bar at Legacy, eating a nacho, and we was talking that connection. I also remember you rescued me from a situation. You know.
I ain't rescued
So the thing about it is, it was like with the things you experienced, which is that's your business.
Yeah.
Man, you came out the gate just running, so it appears, and you live every day as if it matters.
Yeah.
And every word that you speak, I know ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah.
But every word that you speak is with intention, with the ideal of making a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I don't have no bones about it. I did just come out of nowhere for many people because prior to that I was in prison. I've been home for about 4 years.
Yeah.
So I went to prison when I was 19 and I did 25 years in prison. But fortunate for me, I received the guidance and mentorships of older brothers who may never go home, right? And they helped me understand what it was to be a man. They helped me understand that I was supposed to be an asset to my community, not help destroy.
Yeah.
So my time in incarceration was just about this process of maturation, evolving, growing, with the idea that I would return back to my community to help rebuild what we helped destroy. And I want to be in a position where I make my family proud because going to prison, I have induced this shame and embarrassment on my family. Yeah. So yes, it's purposeful for me. I'm committed to 100% the upliftment and betterment of my community, right? So it starts with healing. It starts with being aware. So I just want to be a part of that process.
Well, I appreciate you because you see me, and I mean, it's still progress, but you saw me at some very low points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And then as I got to more know about you, then I met different people that knew you. I'm like, man, that's great. You know what I'm saying? So God is good, man. I appreciate you, man. And that's my first time actually. I know you went on stage, but you know that's my first time actually getting to witness you perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad because that was horrible.
One more time for Ronnie. I'm
talking about before horrible. I'm glad you see.
That's your horrible?
That concludes our open mic. We still got one other time. I want to bring our...
Cause I wanna drop the top instead of pop the hood. Whenever violence stops, just know it's not for good. Shit, kill you for a gram, a nigga probably would. Ayy, put your back into it, I've been watching how you do it. So now a nigga moving, tryna ask you how you doing. Might ask you what's your sign, shit, what's been on your mind. Let me get your number, you should come and spend some time. And you know that you a diamond, you gon' shine bright. It ain't no pressure, I'ma bless you when the time right. Been getting faded, I've been tryna get my mind right.
We got the bud tender Pancho Rucker up in here with us tonight, you know. What's been going on? What you been up to lately?
Bumble Boys, man. Yeah, so forgive me, I'm tired. It's been like a week and I'm probably going on like 9 hours of sleep right now. So yeah. So, you know, bumbleboys.com for everybody that wants to try my edibles. We are in about 53 locations nationwide now. So yeah, so things are looking pretty good. Yeah, we like Springfield. We coming up next with them, So we gonna be looking at probably like close to 60 altogether from there, and then I'm gonna be hitting to another city. And yeah, so
After a while, you're gonna be global. So.
Man, listen. That's the goal, always.
Where's a McDonald's, there's a Bumble Bar somewhere.
You got a couple different. How many flavors you got right now?
Three right now. We got the granola, chocolate, and then vanilla right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any other upcoming events? I know you just did one just recently.
Man, I've been like, let's see. We have a day with Hood Santa with the Mike Brown Chosen for Change Foundation. That's on the 10th. Also with the Pot Bangers later on that day, on the 10th, we have gifts and we're gonna be providing gifts and food and stuff for the community and everything like that downtown. Salute to Mama Cat. She'll be in town in a couple. She probably in town now. I gotta reach out. But yeah, those are the two things that's going on. Man, it's a lot of stuff that I can't talk about right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff. So just stay please stay tuned, cause the stuff that I can't talk about right now, man, listen, man, it's gonna piss off a lot of people, and I'm happy for it. Then the only way it's gonna piss you off is because it's a negative, you from a negative place. So. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Pancho do a lot of work within the community, as well as he do work with me as far as my flyers and Cass's flyers for our shows, amongst a lot of other people. And a lot of people I refer to him because he do a lot of good graphics, and he produce excellence, and he worked hard. And he's been doing it for years.
Man, just some other stuff, like I'm looking into pulling in a couple of authors under my publishing company now. Like I'm really going into that route as far as that goes. Shout out to everybody that I've been helping doing the consulting for, as far as showing how to self-publish and release their own books, even doing the illustration and all of that. So salute to everybody as far as that goes, man. But as for the vibes of the taste of today, bumbleboys.com. bumbleboys.com, and salute to Amendment 3 passing, recently. So in Missouri, it is recreational. So I suggest not just for a lot of people to look into getting dispensaries or anything like that, but I also implore people to find jobs within the community of marijuana, because there's going to be a lot of money made and you ain't got to touch a plant whatsoever, all the way down from the merchandising side to I know people that's making furniture out of the hemp plant right now. You get what I'm saying? So please stay informed when it comes to this legalization, because it's going to be an open market. It's going to be the Wild West for a second until they can regulate everything. But where there's the Wild West, you also have a lot of opportunity to create your own if you are definitely willing to do so.
Okay.
What I appreciate about Pancho is, I ain't seen him in a minute. I'm not a weed smoker. I had smoked a lot of weed when I was younger. It take my brain a lot of different places. But we were at the time working on the project that he was the brainchild of, and I got to smoke some weed for free. I ain't gonna lie, and I wasn't a weed smoker. But at the end of the project, when I was able to look back at it, it enhanced my conversation with people, because I was becoming educated on the various types of strains of marijuana, the different usages of it. And my association initially with it was with other things. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for that particular situation that we had at that particular moment. And he is about what he say he's about. He's an advocate of the community. And one of the things I also appreciate about him is when I say a lot of people here had seen me in some low moments. I came back to St. Louis. I was going through a divorce, and I just feel like I lost myself. He was one of the people who was highly recommended I go to therapy. which I do now, and I've been going since July.
Salute.
So I appreciate that for you.
Yes.
And he does do a lot of great work out here. And everybody who's here, I think we all just operate within the lane that we created for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, after that experience, I have had more educated, informed conversations with people about marijuana use in the different ways it could be a benefit, even though it may not be my particular thing.
Understandable.
Let's give it one more time for the bartender.
One more time.
Yeah, that concludes our night. We pulled it off even though the guys wasn't here, you know.
Yeah, I think we did a nice job.
Yeah. We have sat for a little bit, we'll be back December 22nd with a whole new show, and hopefully all the gang be back. Then we'll be seeing.
Get real soon, man. Get real soon. Type A flu, y'all better be careful out there. I don't recommend you get the shot, but keep your ass careful. Type A and Type B are the normal ones, but what's been going around for real has been influenza type A, RSV, so respiratory infection, and then, you know what I'm saying, like even COVID still out here, even though they're stepped on a little bit, you know what I'm saying, it ain't the same COVID as before. Yeah, well, no, it's two strains, so yeah.
Obviously, early we've been hearing more about the flu than we did COVID, so yeah, it's just crazy. I want to thank
fucking all this money up, cause I'm amazed, dated for days, in the days, I'm sedated, and baby, cause I'm high, yeah, I'm gon' get her high, yeah, I'm amused, she got me choosing the way she moving to the music, and I'm gon' get her high, yeah, I'm gon' get her high, yeah.
Hello? Yo, what's up? Nah. I'm in the studio. You wanna come through? Alright, doors open.
Feelings amazed, my heart is racing. This room is blazing. We liquor chasing. She fall safe and all this misbehaving. She think I'm crazy. I need it daily. Addicted to love. I wanna call. See them back rubs. This ain't enough. And them covers. We messing up. Yeah. When I see her, since she my rush. Yeah. I'm amazed. Dated for days. In the days. I'm sedated. And baby, cause I'm high. Yeah. I'm gon' get her high. Yeah. I'm amused. She got me choosing the way she moving to the music. And I'm gon' get her high. Yeah. I'm gon' get her high. Yeah.
Hey, I just wanna ride through the town. Heard my system turned up loud. Turn my cell phone volume down. Just get high and roll around. Fill up the gas and go for miles.
We'd like to welcome you all tonight to Club Thread Count. And we're presenting you today with the fabulous stylist of the Statue Brothers, Mr. Tiago and Daddy Rich. You sound so beautiful. So without
without any further ado, we'd like to welcome them brothers to the stage and present to you Peak Pals.
That's what it be, that's what it is. So what the fuck is it, huh? To you, to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. Unless you're watching in my band and you ain't vibing with the way that it move, it move, it move, it move. Just don't disrespect yourself and remember something. Hold on to your cool, your cool, your cool, your cool. Then you gonna make somebody up in here get way out of character and act a fool, a fool, a fool.
Long days and longer nights, DJs and podcasts, impromptu performances, name on blast, rep on smash. When it comes to their floor work, I put them whores to work. Now they scholar for dollars, solid like a 6'3" Impala. Listen to my jargon, can you guess my alma mater? Distinguished official linguistic articulatist, spokesperson for the fly and raunchy, classy with them fantasies of being cheap and tawdry. It haunts me, it hurts me, like a bad hand job trying to skeet me, but it skirts me, it hurts me, that it hurts you, and in your eye too. Live from that Bijou picture show, backroom basement with backdoor Bettys, written like a snuff film. Y'all niggas ain't ready. Highly regarded, poltergeist of the mic device. Not always on time, but somehow precise. You see them orbs in black light when my trace amounts are right. I illuminated the whole night with my starlight store bright. First started see the night, gon' get robbed, huh? So I keeps my head on a swivel, cause it ain't what you see, it's them blind spots that get you. Heed the words of a brother like X-Clan, brother Jada be more